96.7 FM, KRIB.
It's time now for coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage is brought to you by CLTEL, North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Now, with all the play-by-play action of the Clear Lake Lions, here's Bob Fisher.
And top of the evening, everybody. Welcome to Forest City. As Lions basketball is on the air here on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB, and live online at KRIBAM.com. There we go with getting on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM. You were able to hear me on the video stream, but we did not turn on the audio side of things on the radio side. So now we're going here with Clear Lake and Forest City as we get ready for this non-conference game. And on the girls' side, it is a preview of a potential matchup between a couple of teams that could match up at a regional final as the brackets came out the other day. Clear Lake will start regional tournament play against Osage coming up on Saturday night. But for the Lions, for the Indians, they're on the other side of the bracket. And they will have their first round game. We'll go through that bracket here in just a little bit. But the Lions coming off a victory down at St. Edmund back on Friday night, 43-42. And that secured them at least a share of the conference title, depending on how Algota does in their final conference game. Actually, the Lions have one conference game to go with Iowa Falls Alden. There's a one game that's, for some reason, put in the standings as extra. But so Clear Lake and Algona are both 12-1 in the conference heading into tomorrow night's games. Bishop Garrigan is at 14-1, just a game ahead of Forest City in the win column. And Forest City lost to Bishop Garrigan the other night, 51-40 last week, but then they beat number 12 and 1A Lake Mills 63-37. Well, the series between these two teams the last few years has went Forest City's way as a 65-39 win back on December 19th of 2024. The Indians have won. Actually, the Lions and the Indians have split the last four games in the series, so we'll see what happens in this one with both teams at 17-3. Actually, the Lions girls are 16-3, while the Indians are 17-3 heading into this conference doubleheader tonight. When we come back, we'll start looking more at this contest as well as get ready for the second game of this doubleheader as well. The Lions boys in Forest City, always a good matchup as well on the boys side, but we'll preview more of this Clear Lake and Forest City girls game after this and start looking ahead to the starting lineups. You're listening to Lions basketball on KRIB, watching online at KRIBAM.com, where you can find the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Ready to find your future at NIAC? Our Future Forward Scholarship is bigger and better than ever. If you're a senior who earns 6 or more NIAC credits in high school with a 3.0 GPA, you can qualify for up to $1,500 towards college, and no application is needed. That's right. Just take NIAC classes now, and your scholarship is automatic when you enroll full-time after graduation. Visit NIAC.edu to learn more and find your future at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing, embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the ReDoc program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics with Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
As we continue along on our pregame show between Clear Lake and Forest City, this doubleheader between the Lions and the Indians. Last time they'll meet as, well, let's see, the girls could meet in a regional final once again. This is the last regular season meeting, we should say, on the basketball court between these two schools, that they will not be conference rivals. Of course, Forest City got a Hayfield, Ventura, Eagle Grove, and Charles City officially join the North Central Conference next year. And it's going to be a situation where the 6 largest schools are put in one division, the 6 smallest schools are put in another division. Everybody inside the division plays home and away, and then it's in the crossover games between the two divisions, it'll be 1 game apiece. So the Lions will go to 3 of those smaller schools in 1 year, and then the next year they'll go to the 3 other smaller schools and rotate along that way, or at least change it up every 2 years or so with that situation. But Clear Lake and Forest City, of course, have had a good rivalry throughout the years. As we mentioned, Forest City has won the last 2 games back on December 19th of 2024, also December 21st of 2023. Lions won a tournament game against Forest City back on February 15th of 2023. And had the 2 wins of that season, that 2023 campaign. The regular season game by 1, the tournament game by 30. But last time out, Forest City, the number 7 team in the state of Iowa, really taking it to the Lions girls, 65-39 the final. Forest City's number 7 in Class 3A in the latest 3A rankings. Clear Lake is just outside of the rankings. And we'll see what happens here with the Lions when we go to tournament time, as the Lions tonight, as well as tomorrow night, we're in Iowa Falls. And then Saturday, Osage comes to Clear Lake for that 3A first-round game. Forest City will go to Belmont Clemmy tomorrow night, and then they will open up 3A Region 3 play here at home, 3A Region 7 play, rather, at home, facing the Eagle Grove Eagles in the first round of tournament play. And Clear Lake has been averaging 54 points per game, while Forest City has been averaging 58.9 per contest. The Lions shooting as a team 37% for the field, 40.3% from the field for Forest City. The Lions with 25% made threes and 97 made threes, 119 made threes for Forest City. They're shooting 31% from beyond the arc. Free throw line, 66% for Forest City and 61% for the Lions. And Forest City has, both teams have went to the line about the same amount of times. So it shall be interesting to see not only what the two coaches decide to do in terms of play, knowing that they could be in a regional final in a week and a half. And that game would be here if both teams end up advancing along all the way there. But, of course, anything can happen at tournament time, and the Lions do have a potential tough one in the regional semifinal, as they would, if everything works out on paper per se, go to Algota in the regional semifinal a week from Wednesday night. We will have the starting lineups in the play-by-play. Clear Lake and Forest City back after this, and the start of the ball game after this here on KRIB.
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire has been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutoBody.com.
Back we come to the gymnasium here in Forest City and the high school. Clear Lake and Forest City starting lineups here. Let's go with the Lions first. Alex Tice at 5'5" and a senior. Tice shooting 4.6 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, just over 2 assists. Shooting 30% from the field, 24% from three-point range, 57% from the free throw line for Alex Tice, the 5'5" senior. Aspen Hill at 5'5" and a sophomore, 1.7 points, 2.3 assists per game, shooting 18% from the field for Aspen Hill, the 5'5" sophomore. Taylor Schwen at 5'8", a junior. Schwen 6.8 points, 4.4 rebounds, shooting 28% from the field, 44% from the free throw line for Schwen, the 5'8" junior. Jacelyn Ainley at 5'9", and a sophomore. 14.1 points, 6.5 rebounds, just under 4 steals per game. Ainley shooting 46% from the field, 33% from beyond the arc, and 71% from the free throw line for Ainley at 5'9" and a sophomore. And Ashley Amble gets the start, the 6'4" senior, 10.9 points, 7.7 rebounds, shooting 56% from the field and 64% from the free throw line. For the Indians, it looks like this for their starters. Ashlyn Kingland is at 5'7" and a junior. Kingland, 8.5 points, 2.1 rebounds per contest. 2.1 assists per contest, shooting 41% from the field, 45% from the three-point range, 72% from the free throw line for Kingland, the 5'7" junior. Hayden Brown at 5'11" as a senior, 13.3 points, 6.9 rebounds per contest. Lexi Icebrand, 5'7" senior, 11 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, 3.8 assists. Jenny Dante at 6 foot and a senior, 10.3 points and just under 10 rebounds per contest, shooting 53% from the field. And Drew Siglum at 5'8" and a senior, 2.8 points, 2.4 rebounds per contest. There's your starting lineups between Clear Lake and Forest City. And time now for the national anthem before tonight's Clear Lake and Forest City game here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Ian Watson, Jason Adel, Luke Rowley, Noah May, and Ethan Burnett sing our national anthem. Oh, sing, can you sleep, my daughter, be light, one so proudly beheld, and twilight's last gleaming, whose sights and bright stars through perilous night
National anthem before tonight's doubleheader between Clear Lake and Forest City here on KRIB and at KRIBAM.com as we get ready for this final regular season matchup between these two teams as non-conference members. As the Lions at 16-3, Forest City at 17-3 on the season. And these two teams, of course, once again, could end up being in a tournament game come up on a week from Saturday. But first things first, both teams have to advance to the regional quarterfinals and the regional semifinals. Lions will be going from left to right, either as you look at your KRIB dial or if you're watching online on the KRIB Sports YouTube page. As Ashley Amble will jump center, the 6'4 senior for Clear Lake. And Jenna Dante, and the chip goes Forest City way, and they go quickly into the front court for Hayden Brown on the right side. Dumps it inside. A turnaround shot blocked away by Amble on the attempt by Dante, but Dante gets it back no good, but she drew the foul. And the foul's on Amble. It's her first right away and the first on the team. To the line steps Jenna Dante. 36 of 58 for 62% on the season. Free throw, first one is up and good. So Dante gets in the Indians on the board first. On the Indians' first possession of the contest, 1-0 Forest City. 9 seconds into this first quarter of play. Dante's second free throw is on the way up. That is good. So Dante 2 for 2 on the trip. And it's 2-0 and Clear Lake down court with their first offensive possession. Across the timeline for Ainley. Dribbles to the right side, hands it out to Tice. Tice brings it back on top and plays it across for Hill. Hill between the rings. Dribbles across to the right side. And he'll play it off to the right side for Tice at the wing. She'll dribble and play it back out to Schwen. Schwen dribbles from the top of the key in. 14-footer from the lane. Back iron and does not go. Amble trying to fight for the foul, but it tips into the hands of Drew Seglin for Forest City. Her pass up court finds its way to Hayden Brown over a Lion defender. Kick to the left corner. Wildly but controlled. And here's a kick back out to Eisenbrand, who steps in to the lane. Plays it off on the left side. And we've got a whistle of a foul called on the Lions. And it looks like Dante will step to the line again here. This one is on Ainley. It's her first. And the team's second. And Dante right back to the line where she's 2 for 2. First free throw on the way up. That is short. 7:15 left in the quarter. 2-0 in favor of Forest City. Second free throw. That is good. So Dante gets 1 of 2. Makes it a 3-0 ball game. Ainley to the front court on the right side. Brings it back toward the top of the key. It's poked away from her and picked back up on the backcourt by Ainley, who brings it right back across. Ainley dribbles off on the right side. She'll play it back to the free throw line. Lost the dribble. She'll play it back to Hill. Hill dribbles off on the right side. She'll play it back out to Schwen. Schwen between the rings. She'll step into the key. She'll try to go all the way home, but it's tipped away from behind. It'll stay with Clear Lake on the left baseline. Good attempt by Schwen. Just Forest City Indian hand getting in there and punching it away. On the inbound, left baseline. Kick back out to Tice. Tice dribbles up into the lane. She'll fire up a jumper. That's no good. The rebound controlled by Dante for Forest City. Quickly up to Seglin. Seglin into the front court on the right side. Bounce pass off to Hayden Brown. Brown steps in. Kicks it back out. Seglin lines up a 3 from the top of the key. Got it. Seglin's first 3. 6-0 Forest City. 6:30 to go here in the first. Ainley will bring it into the front court across the timeline right side. She'll drift off into the center court jump circle. Dribbles off to the right side now. Hands it off to Tice. Tice brings it off to the free throw lane. Hands it off left side for Hill. Back out to Schwen. Schwen fires a 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Forest City by Dante. Her pass, though, is off the mark ahead to Hayden Brown into the Forest City bench and out of bounds. Finley Jepson checks in, the 5'7" freshman for Clear Lake, to replace Taylor Schwen. Out of bounds, top of the zone for Clear Lake. On the right sideline, the inbound to Ainley. Kicks it back out to Finley Jepson. Jepson on the dribble up to the right side. She'll fire up a shot up and good, a little hook shot. Finley with her first 2 of the night. And it's 6-2, Forest City with 5:55 to go here in the first quarter. Work back out top, Dante. Steps to the lane, hands it off left side for Brown. Brown up the left baseline, gets cut off, bounce pass off to the right quarter. Stepping in from there is Seglin into the lane, and she does a little slide step, no good with a shot. Hayden Brown gets the basketball, but it's tipped away and controlled now by Jacelyn Ainley. Ainley up court Across the timeline to the top of the key. Now she'll dribble up the right side of the key. Had a shot blocked by Eisenbrand. And we go the Forest City way on the blocked shot. Eisenbrand on the other end, getting the return pass. A hook shot in the lane is up and no good. And the rebound controlled by Amble for Clear Lake. Amble pushed ahead. Ainley right side to Tice to the front court. Tice on the dribble. Plays it to Jepson in the lane. She tries to go up. She'll spin her pivot foot a couple of times and play back out to Hill. Hill between the rings. Hands it off inside for Amble. The pass a little high, and the play is tipped around and controlled by Seglem for Forest City. Seglem across half court with the bounce pass left side to Kingland. Kingland back out top and around the horn to the right side for the Indians to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand will bring it back between the rings. She'll dribble off to the right center, around a pick down to the right baseline underneath, and she'll lose the left glass, no good. And she was bothered by Amble on the layup attempt, and Amble gets the rebound. Amble to Ainley. Ainley across half court. Stops in between the rings. Drifts off to the right. She'll lob it into Amble, and the pass is tipped away by Dante. Dante up to the front court where it's punched away by Finley Jepson from behind. And the Lions create the turnover as Dante was a little surprised on that pick away. Hill, her pass is wild, but Jepson gets it in the right side baseline. And a foul called on Forest City will be there first. And the first on Drew Seglem. Lions will substitute in Maddie Reiser, the 5'3 freshman. Grant Grimm, the 6-foot freshman. Also coming in here is Lily Beersford, the 5'8 junior for Forest City. Cadence Sletton, a 5'10 senior, will check in to give Dante a break, and we'll see if the Lions can take advantage of that. Inbound skipped out to Beersford at the top of the key. She dribbles up to the left side of the lane and now plays it back out to Finley Jepson, who drives up the lane, lays it up and good. 4 for Jepson. Lead cut to 6-4. Halfway through quarter number 1 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Kingland to the lane. Tries to go across. It's stripped away by Ainley. Ainley will push it up ahead. Fires it ahead for Beersford. Beersford up the left baseline. Kicks it back out to Ainley, who steps along to the lane. A hook shot is up short. Rebound is loose. Still tipped around and controlled by the Indians by Sletton. Sletton will play it off to Hayden Brown. Brown up the lane. Will kick it off to the left corner for Kingland, who fires up a 3. That's no good. Right to the hands of Jason Ainley on the rebound. Ainley across center court. She'll play it off to the right for Beersford. Beersford to the lane. She'll scoop up a shot, no good. The rebound to the floor, and it's controlled by the Indians by Kingland. Kingland across the left side of the timeline. She'll step to the free throw line and stop. Plays it back out. Eisenbrand kicked over left side wing. Here's a 3 on the way up and good for Hayden Brown. Brown's first 3, and Clear Lake calls a timeout. 3:03 left to the first. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Forest City 9, Clear Lake 4. Back after this here on KRIB.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Back we come to Forest City. 30-second timeout for the Lions. As the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 9-4 in favor of Forest City. Schwen back in the ball game for Clear Lake. Well, the Lions got 6 on the court here. As the officials now seeing that. Or maybe they're not seeing it. Now the Lions confused here. And now Maddie Reiser will step off the floor here. And back to action. Here's Schwen up the right side of the key. No good. The rebound controlled by Kingland for Forest City. She'll hand it off to Maya Jenkins, a 5'4 freshman, just into the lineup. She dribbles to the left side of the front court. Reverses course and skips it across for Sletton. Sletton right wing. Plays it across left side for Brown. Brown down to the quarter. Here's a 3 on the way up and no good for Sophia Reese, a 5'7 junior. And the rebound controlled by Clear Lake by Amble. To the front court the Lions go. Schwen right side out top. Dribbles up and hands it into the lane where it's tipped away from Amble. And it's controlled by the Indians. Jenkins drives up the right side of the key. Fires it up. No good. The foul is called. And the Lions will give up 2 free throws here on the Lion 13 foul. Follows on Beersford. It's her first. And Jenkins to the line where she's 6 of 7 on the year. Jenkins has played in 20 games. Free throws up and no good. Tice and Maddie Reiser back in to replace Hill and Finley Jepson. 2:19 to go in the quarter. 9-4 in favor of Forest City. Second one up, no good. And the rebound controlled by Amble on the right side of the key. She'll hand it out. Across the timeline, left side is Reiser. Down to the quarter for Tice. Tice looks it over, dumps it in for Amble. Left side layup up and good. Amble's first 2 of the night. 9-6 Forest City as we wind down to 2 minutes left here in the first. Across the timeline for Kingland. Kingland sets up between the rings, guarded by Tice. Or probably by Reiser. Now she'll play a 3-pointer up and good on the right wing for Kingland. Kingland's first triple of the night, 12-6 in favor of Forest City as we wind down to 100 seconds to go here in period number 1. Beersford, left side of the free throw line. Spins the pivot foot, plays it across, intended for Tice, tipped around back to Beersford's hand. She'll drive the right side of the lane. She goes up and down or travels. No call anyway. And the rebound controlled Amble. She'll fire it up, a jumper up and good. Amble with 4. And it's 12-8. Down by 4 of the Lions with 1:20 to go here in the first. Here's a 3 on the other end, up and good. The second one for Hayden Brown on the night. She's got 6, and the lead back to 7 at 15-8 for Forest City. Across the timeline, Reiser. She'll look. She'll play it over to Tice on the left side. Tice on the dribble. She'll dump it inside. Passes off the mark. It's tipped out of bounds by Forest City. With 59 seconds to go here in the first period. Gwen Grimm will check back in, and Taylor Schwen will step in as well for the Lions. As out go Amble and Beersford. Out of bounds left baseline. 59 seconds left here in the quarter and 21 to shoot. Inbound. Left baseline. Ainley lobs it out to Tice. Top of the zone left side. Play back to the wing for Ainley. Ainley plays it across for Reiser. Reiser to the free throw circle. Plays it back over to Ainley. Ainley top of the key. Looks to dribble it in. She gets tied up, and it's going to be a jump ball in favor of Clear Lake. She was tied up by Jenna Dante. Be out of bounds for Clear Lake on the right baseline. Aspen Hill will check back in to replace Taylor Schwen. Inbound, right baseline, Ainley skips it out to Tice. Tice out top, dribbles to the free throw line and in up the right side of the key. Trying to reverse it back out to Ainley. It's tipped around, still loose, and finally controlled by Reiser, who unfortunately is over and back. Or no, actually, it's going to be a shot clock violation. So either way, it was going to be a violation. And the turnover by Clear Lake. Hayden Brown checks back in to replace Maya Jenkins in the Forest City lineup. 37 seconds left in the quarter. And a full shot clock here, obviously, as the Indians inbound. Out top is Lexi Eisbrand. She can dribble. All she wants, she dribbles around the right side. Picks up the dribble, plays it out to Seglum. Seglum top of the key. She'll lob it down the right baseline for Dante. He's falling out of bounds. She saves it back inbounds off the right side, Eisbrand. Eisbrand bounce pass back to Dante. Kick over left side. Brown will step it on the left baseline, try to fire up a layup, and it's good. High up the glass, it in. 8 for Brown. 17-8 as time will run out here in the first quarter. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard score at the end of 1 says Forest City 17 and Clear Lake 8. We're back in a minute here on KRIB and the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Back to Forest City we come. Our second quarter, start of the second quarter here from Forest City. The score is 17-8 in favor of Forest City. On the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, the CLTEL halftime report. In fact, you heard from both those sponsors in the last break. Clear Lake Bank and Trust, the sponsor of the scoreboard. CLTEL, the sponsor of our halftime show. Hayden Brown will inbound for Forest City. They're up by 9. 17-8 to start period number 2. Lob to the left side of the lane for Seglum. Seglum will skip it back to the right side for Reese. Reese will roll pass it to the inside for Dante. Tipped away from her, and Schwen trying to get it, and finally does get it, and leaves a 3-on-2. Schwen straight up the lane, and she's going to get called, blocking foul called. And 2 shots to come here for Schwen. I'm a little surprised on that one, as Hayden Brown will draw her first. And the team's first of the quarter. Schwen to the line. She's 16 of 36 for the year for 46%. Lions did not have a free throw shot in the first period. Free throw up and no good on the first for Taylor. .47 left here in the half, 17-8. Favor of Forest City. Second one is up short. Rebound falls off to the right side, and Ainley controls. Ainley dribbles it back out to the top of the zone. Now circles her way back into the lane. And the pass off intended for Amble's tipped around. Still tipped and finally controlled by Schwen. Schwen on the right side plays it back out to Tice. Tice thinks about a 3, but she'll step to the top of the key and hand it off to Hill. Back over to Schwen. Schwen top of the key, dribbles up the right side of the key, fires it up and no good. Amble the rebound left side, glass up and good. Amble was 6. 17-10, Lions down by 7 with 7:18 to go here in the first half. Left side, Hayden Brown. Dribbles down toward the left side baseline, play back out to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand, bounce pass off to Seglum. Seglum on the dribble to the free throw line. She'll stop, might have traveled, jumper's up and good. Seglum's first 2-point field goal. She's got 5. Lead back to 9 at 19-10 with 6:55 to go here in the half. Ainley up the left side of the key, hands it back out to Tice. Tice, she'll take a turn up the left side of the lane, hands it back out. Here's a 3 all the way from Ainley, up and good. Tice with her first 3 of the night. And it's 19-13, lead cut to 6. Eisbert across the timeline, plays it across to Seglum. Seglum bounce pass off top of the key for Dante. She wants a 3, short, not a bounce. And it'll be Clear Lake basketball on the far end. Lions will substitute back in Finley Jepson. Schwen will step aside. So Lions will inbound on the far end. Ainley will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles on the right side, hands it out to Tice. Tice on the dribble, the free throw line. Hands it over left side, Jepson. Jepson will step to the key. She lost it off her foot and out of bounds. So Lions with the turnover. And Forest City will try to push this lead back to 8 or 9 here on this possession. Inbound to Hayden Brown. Her probably to Brown in the backcourt. She'll bring it across the timeline. Hands it out top to Dante at the top of the key. She'll hand it off to Seglum. Seglum dribbles to the right side. Bounce pass off of the baseline. Tipped around into the hands of Alex Tice it goes. Tice will bring it across the timeline to the top of the key. Plays it over left side for Jepson. Jepson steps to the key across. Hands it off right side for Hill. Hill brings it back out top. Now dribbles off to the right side for Jepson. Jepson brings it back out. Now tries to drive the right base side of the lane. She tried to tip it down the baseline for Amble. And the pass is off the mark and out of bounds. Grimm will check back in for Amble in the Lion lineup. 5:42 left here in the half. Caden Sletton will check back in for Forest City to replace Jenna Dante. Out of bounds, far baseline for Forest City with full court pressure here by the Lions. Inbound Kingland. She'll lob it across to Eisenbrand. Back across for Kingland across the timeline. And Hill almost tried to pick it away, but could not get the hand in there. Here's a 3 on the way up and no good from the top of the key by Eisenbrand. The rebound all the way back out to Eisenbrand at the top of the key. She steps in and kicks it off to the right side. Here's a 3 from Brown up and no good. Rebound left side, controlled by Grimm for Clear Lake. Grimm hands it off to Ainley. Ainley across the right side of the timeline. She'll dribble around a pick to the left side up the key, and she'll lay it up and good. Ainley found the way to the hoop, and she's got 5. 19-15, lead cut to 4. 5:05 to go here before intermission. Backcourt pressure by the Lions. Kingland will skip it ahead to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand across the right side of the timeline. Eisenbrand played out to Kingland. Free throw circle for Seglum. Seglum on the dribble, backing her way in. The pass hits the body of Grimm, and Grimm gets it, and she'll get credit for a steal. Hands it off to Ainley. Ainley at the top of the key. Hands it off on the right side, and Hill fires a three. That's no good. And the rebound tipped around left side, and saved from out of bounds by Slitton into the hands of Kingland. Kingland brings it up court across the timeline. Dribbles up the right side and hands it back out. Loose basketball finally picked up by Brown. Brown goes towards the hoop. She tried to pass it off and right into the hands of Gwen Grimm for Clear Lake. Skipped in to Jepson, and Jepson up on the right side. She'll lay it up, no good. On the right side layup, but the rebound controlled by Seglem for Forest City. Seglem hands it off to Kingland. Kingland across the right side of the timeline. She'll bring it back between the rings. Bounce pass off right side for Brown. Brown on the dribble, hands it back out to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand looks to dribble in. She backs her into the free throw line and in. Right side layup up, no good. Rebound Ainley for Clear Lake. Ainley across the timeline. Bounce pass ahead for Jepson on the break. She had it stripped away. And coming back from out of bounds was Kingland. And it'll be out of bounds for Clear Lake on the right baseline. Lines will substitute Maddie Reiser, Taylor Schwen, and Ashley Amble back in the lineup to replace Hill and Grimm, and as well Tice out of the lineup, I believe. The out of bounds right baseline, right at where the three-point line comes to the baseline on the right side. The inbound lob into Schwen. Schwen on the right side underneath. She gets cut off, bounce pass back out, tipped away, and controlled by Dante for Forest City. 3:35 to go here in the first half. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard 19-15. Lions down by 4. Dumped inside. Dante post move. Had it blocked away by Grimm or Amble. We go the other way with Clear Lake. Jepson gets the ball and hands it off to Ainley. Ainley stops at the top of the key off the left side. She'll back it up. Amble will come out to set a pick. Ainley around that, hands it back out to Reiser. Over the left side, driving is Jepson. She gets tied up, and they're going to call her with a travel. It's Jenkins there to defend, and that's the only call that the Lions could get out of that one. Pardon me. Beersford will check in for Ainley. Sophia Reese will check in to replace Slenton in the Forest City lineup. 3:08 left here in the half. Out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call this Clear Lake basketball, and here's Schwen, and a blocking foul called before the shot. And I think Taylor Schwen would love to have this official every night in a game, because that's two that might have been called charges by other officials. Pass inside, tipped away. That's foul was on Dante. It was her first. Up court, Kingland top of the key, and she lost the dribble. Schwen in there to defend. Hands it off left side. Jenkins drives, lays it up too strong. Rebound right side, battled for, still battled for, and finally controlled by Beersford, who gets fouled. And we go the other way on the Forest City third team foul. Maya Jenkins with a foul, her first. And not sure if the down court official said something or not, or what the situation was there, but short conversation between him and Maya Jenkins, who drew the foul. Across the timeline, left side, Reiser drives down the baseline and reverses course back out, and she lost the basketball on the left sideline. (19-15) Lions down by 4. Substitution with 2:38 to go is Brown will check back in to replace Eisenbrand. Inbound Kingland. Across the timeline, drifts off to the right. Looks to drive on the right side. Now drives at the left side. Left wing 15-footer. No good off the back iron. Rebound tipped around and controlled right side baseline by Beersford for Clear Lake. Hands it to Ainley. Ainley across center court. Ainley from the top of the key, backs her way in, kicks it back out. Beersford will look to drive through some traffic. She had it and lost it, and she had it again, and she lost it out of bounds. So Forest City will inbound after a couple of exchanges here that have been a little sloppy for both teams. Jenkins in the backcourt on full court pressure. It's tipped away out of bounds. And it will be Forest City basketball on the far baseline. Brown will inbound. Played to Kingland on the near sideline. Double team trap. And their bounce pass out is stolen away by Ainley. Ainley faked the pass across. Her shot, though, is tipped away. And a whistle of a jump ball will be called. And the arrow goes in favor of Forest City this time around. Hill checks back in for Clear Lake. Replace Taylor Schwen. Lions will go with full court pressure again here. The pass through the hands and the layup up and good for Aspen Hill. Hill with her first two as the pass went through Maya Jenkins' hands. 19-17, lead cut to 2 with 2 minutes to go here in the half. Jenkins left quarter, skips it back out, driving for the top of the key is Brown, who lays it up in too strong, and the rebound, we got a loose ball foul that'll go Clear Lake's way. Forest City with 14 fouls. And Jenna Dante, it's her second. Gwen Grimm, Alex Tice back in, Amble. And Beersford step aside. Let's see if Dante steps out on the substitution here of Drew Senglam. And that is the case, so she'll step to the bench with 1:51 to go here before intermission. And Iserbrand will check back in to replace Maya Jenkins. CLTL halftime reports. See if Jeremy Ainley climbs up the ladder here and joins us in the press box. Top of the key. Jumper is up and no good for Ainley. The rebound fought for in the lane, but controlled by Iserbrand for Forest City. She leads a 3-on-3. Up the left side of the key, lays it up and good. Iserbrand with their first two of the night. Lead to 4 at 21-17 with 90 seconds to go here in the half. Ainley across the timeline. Plays it off right side for Hill. Hill at the top of the key. Bounce pass off of the right side, tipped around. Loose basketball. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go in favor of Forest City. Finley Jepson will check back in. And stepping aside will be Maddie Reiser. Out of bounds, left sideline on top, inbound to Kingland. Kingland with 75 seconds to go here in the half. Top of the zone, left side, dribbles across to the right side. Hands it off to Brown, who juggles it. Now the weave out front, controlled by Iserbrand. Right side over to Kingland. Kingland down to the quarter for Senglam. 1 minute to go here in the half. Out to Brown. Brown dribbles up the lane, kicks it off left side, and work back out to Kingland. Kingland spins up the lane, lays it up and no good. And the rebound controlled by Jepson for Clear Lake. 45 left here in the half. Left corner, Hill, inside for Grimm. Grimm post move, had it blocked, and a foul called. And team foul number 5, Grimm will step to the line to shoot a pair. Foul goes on Kingland, her first, and the team's 5th. Grimm to the line where she's 11 of 18 on the year for 61%. So Grimm can cut this lead to 2. She makes the free throw, swishes the first one through. Amble at the scores table. She'll replace Grimm, but the second free throw goes. 21-18. Line's down by 3. And now down by 2 as Grimm makes the second. Amble checks in for her. The Lions will continue with full court pressure on the inbound. Iserbrand will play to the near sideline for Brown. Brown turns it up court and gets it across the timeline. Not before Ainley got a hand on it. Now Finley Jepson reaches her hand in for her first foul. It's only the team's first, so it's not a totally terrible foul in this situation. The Lions in the bonus, but they have plenty of fouls to give here. Brown will inbound right sideline. Out top. Plays it out to Iserbrand. Here's a 3 from the left wing, up and good for Kingland. Long bomb from about 23. Kingland with 6, the lead back to 5 at 24-19. 25 to go here in the quarter. Ainley across the timeline right side. Lions have the possession here, so they'd like to get a 2-for-1 situation, but it's dribbled by Ainley off her foot. Basketball touched the timeline, I think, but she got it back with no call, and Ainley, her pass into the lane is tipped around. Here's Hill. Hill up the right baseline. She gets caught, 4 and 3. Pass to the lane, the layup by Tice is up, no good. Rebound put back, and no good by Ambles. They say it was after the buzzer sounded. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, halftime score. Clear Lake down by 5. It's 24 for Forest City and 19 for Clear Lake. The Lions outscore the Indians 11-7 in period number 2. Our CLTL halftime report starts next. Comes your way next here as you're listening to Lions basketball on KRIB. You're watching online on the KRIB Sports YouTube page back after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Michaela Trask, and I'm from Mason City, Iowa. I am studying elementary education here at Nyack. I chose Nyack because I had the opportunity to play basketball, and I wanted to stay close to home. The thing that surprised me most about attending Nyack is the small community and how welcoming everybody is. Nyack is helping me find my future by having great classes that will help me transfer to my next university. I live in the dorms here at Nyack, and I have made many new friends and had a great experience. I recommend choosing Nyack first.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Time now for the CLTEL halftime report, brought to you by CLTEL Internet for you in Clear Lake and Ventura. Halftime score of the girls' game 24-19 in favor of Forest City. Jeremy Ainley joins us for halftime comments, the Clear Lake boys coach. And Coach, first things first, tough loss there on Friday night down at St. Edmund. And just give us your recap of that one.
Well, at the end of the day, we didn't execute well enough. Coaches, players, everybody. We just didn't shoot it well. Turned the ball over too many times, and defensively didn't handle what we needed to do. But proud of the guys. We got down a little early, and 11 didn't start it off very well, and then we did fight back, obviously, and got up 7 points, a couple different times. And at the end of the day, when you're up 6 with 6 minutes to go, you got to finish the deal. And unfortunately, we did not. And I'm settled for a loss.
Well, you of course got to turn things around. And first thing, after that Friday game, the new rankings came out. You stayed steady at number 7, which of course I know we talked about this in a previous broadcast. The Lions want to stay in that top 8 to host a sub-state all the way through.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we've still got. There's still light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a matter of, obviously tonight and then tomorrow and Friday we've got to take care of business, and we've got to, stay strong, and, we got to keep fighting.
Well, there's seems like maybe a little bit of parity across all 4 classes of basketball. There were a lot of losses last week, and St. Edmund, of course, their win jumped back up to number 1 in 1A. This Forest City boys team knocked off Bishop Garrigan last week, and I don't know if there's really, 4 or 8 teams that really float to the top at this point. I think you can definitely count on everybody in the top half of each class to be a contender.
I think you can. There's a lot of good basketball teams. It doesn't matter if it's 1A through 4A. There's a lot of good basketball teams. There's a lot of good basketball players, and so, thankfully, the committees looked into that and obviously, realized that St. Ed's is a very good team, very tough place to play, and so, didn't ding us, I guess, and, body of work. Obviously, I think they've looked into it a little bit, and, we've got some good wins, and unfortunately our 2 losses are good losses, I guess, so. At the end of the day, it's all good. It all comes down to, this week and playing well and continuing to take care of business.
Well, you've got quality wins, and, some people may have thought, why do you go play Carroll Kemper on a second Saturday of December and beat the number 1 team now currently in 2A? That's the reason why. You got that strength of schedule, which you said the committee does take a very serious look at now.
Definitely, definitely. So. That's why we play those games and those challenge ourselves, and hopefully it continues to pay off.
Well, talk about this Forest City team. Like I say, we know they beat Bishop Garrigan last week, the former number 1 in 1A, and this is always a good rivalry. You never know what's to
they're
expect
good
in this rivalry.
They're good. They've got some kids that can shoot the ball. They've got some kids, some big kids down low, and they're going to muck it up defensively enough that they're going to try to keep it. Keep us guessing and stuff. And the biggest key for us is to not slow down and, be thinking worried about too much of what they're in versus, the main thing of keep getting it inside, keep attacking, and keep shooting it, in rhythm.
And that's getting it inside. That's been one thing you've been emphasizing the last couple of weeks, and we've seen that part of the game at least progress a little bit.
It has. It has. Obviously, Friday night wasn't wasn't a stellar night for us, shooting it inside. But, again, you're going to take those looks and you're going to take those chances and you're going to want your guys to keep doing that. And, we trust that our guys, will keep executing and keep getting after it.
Any other keys for tonight?
The big thing is, like I said, just getting out and moving the ball and sharing the ball and, attacking downhill and then defensively chasing their shooters off the line.
Coach, as always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Jeremy Ainley with pregame comments here at halftime of the girls' game and our CLTEL halftime reports. Brought to you by CLTEL, Internet for you in Clear Lake and Ventura. Our halftime score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 24-19. Forest City with a lead here at the break. And we'll start the second half after this. You're listening to Lions basketball on KRIB, watching online on the KRIB Sports YouTube page, KRIB Mason City, Clear Lake.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Back we come to Forest City as we get ready for second half action between the Lions and the Indians. That wraps up the CLTEL halftime show. Brought to you by CLTEL, Internet for you in Clear Lake and Ventura. 24-19, Lions in the lead. 17-8, Forest City after one. The Lions outscore the Indians 11-7 in period number 2. So we'll see how this next 16 minutes goes for both these teams. We're lined up in the same region, Region 7. In the playoff pairings, regionals that start on Saturday night against Osage for Clear Lake, against Eagle Grove for the Indians. Ashley Emble has 6. It is 5 for Jacelyn Ainley, 4 for Finley Jepson off the bench, 2 for Aspen Hill, and 2 for Gwen Grimm, playing and not scoring Alex Tice, as well as Maddie Reiser, Lily Beersford, starter Taylor Schwen, and that's the balance of the book for Clear Lake. For Forest City, it looks like this. It's 8 for Hayden Brownell in the first quarter, 6 for Ashlyn Kingland. It is a total of 5 for Drew Seglin, 3 for Jenna Dante, 2 for Lexi Eiserbrand, playing and not scoring Maya Jenkins, as well as off the bench, Kaden Sletton, Sophia Reese, and that's the balance of the book for Forest City. Tomorrow night, we go down to Iowa City, Iowa Falls, pregame at 5:45, the girls' game at 6 with the boys' game to follow here on KRIB. And on the KRIB Sports YouTube page, there's Class 3A Region 7 pairings. We were talking about Clear Lake's half of the bracket. It's Clear Lake and Osage on Saturday night. It's Alagona and Southeast Valley. And the other matchup in the bottom half of the bracket, Forest City, the top seed. They'll face Eagle Grove in the first round game on Saturday night. Carroll against Humboldt in the other game. The winners advance to the regional Semifinals on Wednesday night next week at 7 o'clock. If Clear Lake and Algota win, they'll meet up in Algota. Forest City, and they win, they'll host either Carroll or Humboldt, and then the regional final would be at the highest remaining ranked team in the pairings. Clear Lake starts the second half of the basketball, and Tice will inbound finally. It's tipped away out of bounds, and it will stay with Clear Lake as the lines go right to left in the second half as you look at your KRIB Mason City Clear Lake dial. Lines are their 5 starters of Tice, Hill, Schwen, Amble, and Ainley. And the inbound to Amble out the top of the zone right side. She'll get it to Hill. Hill play to Schwen between the rings. Schwen plays it off to the right for Jacelyn Ainley. Ainley to Tice to the right side. Plays it right back to Ainley. Ainley dribbles on the right side baseline, and she'll kick it to the left corner for Hill. Hill fires a 3. No good. And the rebound left side for Dante for Forest City. She'll skip it ahead for Kingland. Kingland to the free throw line. Left side of the free throw line jumper from there is no good. Rebound, tipped around, but thrown right back up and good by Jenna Dante. It's her first field goal. She's got 5. 26-19, lead back to 7 for Forest City with 7:15 to go here in the third quarter. Hill into the lane. She spins. She'll fire up a shot. It's no good. The rebound, it is up and good for Amble. Amble with her 4th field goal. She's got 8. 26-21, the lead cut to 5. With 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tipped away by Schwen, but controlled back by Seglin. She'll bounce it off to Dante. And the return pass is stolen away by Taylor Schwen. Schwen will hand it off to Hill. Hill will bring it across center court. She'll dribble the left side and hand it off to Ainley. Ainley spins towards the lane. She'll kick it to the quarter. Schwen fires a 3. No good. Rebound tip to the right side. Schwen gets it. She'll go to the lane, lays it up and get off the glass. On a jumper. Taylor's first 2 of the night. Lead cut back to 3. At 26-23 with 6:27 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Seglin. Bounce pass in. Dante. Bottom of the lane. Double team. Kicks back out to Seglin. Seglin to the lane. Jumper's on the way up. No good. Rebound controlled by Amble for Clear Lake. Amble hands it off to Ainley. Ainley plays it ahead for Schwen, who lays it up. Nope, she got called for a travel. Schwen goes to the floor hard. She appears to be okay. It'll be Forest City basketball on the other end. And a whistle, and Finley Jepson will check in for Schwen. Out of bounds, full court pressure. Inbound to your sideline, Kingland. Kingland works her way through traffic into the front court on the right side. She'll pull up on the right side. Play it back into the middle. Hands it out to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand at the free throw line for Dante. Dante up the right side of the key. Up and no good, but the foul is called on Amble. That'll be 2 on her in the first for the team in the quarter. So 2 free throws coming up for Dante. It was 3 for 4 in the first quarter. She'll step to the line to shoot a pair here. Dante coming in at 62% on the year. Free throws up and good on the first. Maddie Reiser checks back in to replace Aspen Hill in the Lion lineup. Lead back to 4, 27-23 Forest City. 5:55 left in the third. Second one up and good. So Dante was 7. And it's 28-23. Ainley across the timeline for Clear Lake. Dribbles off to the left side. Now up the left side of the key. Up and good with a jumper in the middle of the lane. Ainley was 7. 28-25. Lead kept back to 3. Lions keep the pressure on in the backcourt, but kicked ahead to Kingland in the front court. Free throw line jumper. She thought about it, but she'll skip it across right side for Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand up the right side baseline. The bounce pass off. Up and good on the layup, and the foul called. And Dante will step to the line to shoot 1. So the foul, the second in the quarter for Clear Lake. And the third on Amble. And that'll force Gwen Grimm to come in. And Dante back to the line where she just was 2 for 2 moments ago. Free throws up and good. So Dante converts the old-fashioned three-point play. She'll step aside, maybe. Yeah, she will go out. Sophia Reese will check in. Out of bounds for Clear Lake in the far end. Lions down by 6, 31-25. Ainley to the free throw line, backs her way in, kicks it back out to Tice. Tice will fake and dribble in. She'll scoop up a shot up in, no good. Rebound controlled by the Indians by Kingland. Kingland through traffic to the front court. She'll spin up the lane and bounce it off. A foul called on Tice or Jepson. Clear Lake with their third team foul of the quarter. Alex will get it. It's her first. And left baseline will come the entry for the Indians. Eiserbrand to trigger it in. Bounce pass to Kingland, who fires a three. That is in and out, no good. Grimm the rebound for Clear Lake. Grimm outlets to Ainley. Ainley across center court. Dribbles up the key. She sees an opening, lays it up too strong. Rebound put back by Grimm and good on the left side. Gwen with her first field goal. She's got 4. Lead kept back to 4 at 31-27. Indians by 4 and through traffic and up and good on the left side layup goes Lexi Eiserbrand as the Lions just let Eiserbrand go to the hoop. 33-27. Lead back to 6. Reiser out top, left side for Tice. Tice inside as Jepson was cutting, and her shot is blocked away by Hayden Brown. Goes out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Schwen and Hill back in for Clear Lake to replace Ainley and Tice. Maya Jenkins back in for the Indians to replace Kingland. Inbound left baseline, Reiser. Lobs it out to Jepson on the left wing. She'll dribble toward the free throw line, stops, looks for help, and gets it from Reiser. From Reiser. Back out to Schwen. Schwen dribbles in. She had it tipped away from behind. We go the other way with Forest City. Jenkins drives. She'll lay it up, and that is off the mark in the layup, but the rebound put back up and no good by Slinton. And the rebound right side controlled this time by Reiser for Clear Lake. Reiser up court across the timelines. The Lions try to take advantage of that empty possession for Forest City. Schwen between the rings. Drifts off to the left. And now steps up the key on the right side. Throws it up and no good. Rebound controlled by Slinton for Forest City. Plays it ahead. As here's Segland, the lane. Actually gets Brown, I should say. Up and good with a jumper. Brown with 10. The lead builds back up to 8 at 35-27. With 3:33 left here in the third quarter on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Hill lost her footing. Out top on a pass. Eiserbrand gets the basketball for the Indians. And she'll spin her way up the lane and got it up and good. And Clear Lake will call the timeout. 3:20 left here in the third quarter. Indians lead back to 10, 37-27 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Back after this here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Back to Forest City after the Lion timeout. They have 3 left. And Forest City's built the lead to 10 at 37-27. Across the timeline, Hill plays it off left side for Jepson. Jepson dribbles back toward the top of the key. Dribbles up the right side of the key now, lays it up and short, and rebound tipped around, and the loose basketball finally controlled by the Indians by Sletton. She'll outlet quickly to Eiserbrand. Eiserbrand on the left side of the front court. She'll hand it back. Dribbling in a slide step up and no good on the late by Dante, and the rebound controlled by Ainley. Ainley across center court. She'll lob it down. Amble lays it up left side, no. Rebound tipped out of bounds, should stay with Clear Lake, and it does. Maddie Reiser will check back in to replace Aspen Hill. Alex Tice back in to replace Finley Jepson. Right baseline will come the entry. Lob out to Schwen, who quickly tried to pass it inside. It's going to be off the body of Dante and picked back up by Schwen, who goes to the lane, lays it up and around the world on the rim, and down it goes. Schwen with 4. Lead cut back to 8. It's 37-29. 2:30 to go here in the third. Across the timeline for Eisenbrunn. Plays it left side for Reese, who fires a 3. No good. Off the back iron. The rebound controlled though by Jenkins for Forest City. Back out. Here's a 3 on the way up and good. A long parry for Lexi Eisenbrunn. Eisenbrunn's first triple of the night. She's got 9. And the lead 11, the biggest of the night at 40-29 with 2:07 to go here in the third. Ainley on the right side. She'll dribble toward the lane. A whistle and a foul called. Forest City's first of the quarter. Eisenbrunn her first. Beersford back in for the Lions to replace Schwen. And you'll lob it out. Tipped around into the backcourt. Beersford will get it. As it was tipped into the backcourt by Reese. Beersford back to the front side. Hands it off to Ainley. Ainley turns towards the basket. Through traffic, throws it up. Good the foul for Jacelyn Ainley. She'll step to the line to shoot 1. Managed somehow to throw it up and in. And the basket counts and 1 to come here. Foul is the second on Eisenbrunn. Ainley to the line where she's 65 of 91 for 71% on the year. Free throw Ainley is up and good. So Ainley converts the old-fashioned three-point play and gets to double digits with 10. It's 40-32 and the line slapped the press on. And it's tipped away. Loose basketball controlled by Eisenbrunn. She lost the handle. She gets into the front court though. She'll dribble the top of the key. Bounce pass off left side of the free throw line. Dante who drives and lays it up and good on the left side. Dante with her third field goal of the night. She's got 12 total. Lead back to 10 at 42-32. So line down toward 120 left here in the third. Around a pick. Ainley to the right side drive. She lays it up, blocked away. And the rebound, Amble gets it. Tries to go back up. And up and good. Amble got away with a 3-second call for sure there. 42-34, lead back to 8. Pass up court, off the mark and out of bounds, intended for Reese. That'd be Clear Lake basketball on the far end as Gren Grimm will check back in for Amble. Hill back in for the Lions to replace Tice. Jepson will replace Beersford, who will step aside. So the Lions trying to get a little momentum heading to the three-quarter break. So you wind down to the minute mark left here in the third, and Ainley across the timeline. Dribbles out top, hands it off Jepson. Jepson drives toward the right baseline, but backs it out. Plays it across for Hill. Hill dribbles to the free throw line off to the right side, Jepson. Jepson drives to the lane. She will spit a move and had it blocked away and out of bounds by Sletton. Out of bounds of the right baseline with 42 seconds left here in the quarter and 13 left on the shot clock. Ainley will make the entry. She'll skip it out to Jepson, top of the key. Back over to Ainley on the right side. Tip but controlled by her. Ainley looks to dribble drive in into the lane. She'll fire one up and good off the glass. Ainley with a dozen. 42-36. Lead cut back to 6 with 28 seconds. Tipped away by Ainley on the pass up court. And the Indians land the basketball with 25 seconds left here in the third. Top of the zone left side as we'll see Hayden Brown check back in to replace Jenkins. And we'll see Seglum check back in to replace Seglum replacing Sletton. Out of bounds, left sideline out top of the Forest City offensive zone. Brown will skip it in. Left side for Dante. Plays it back out for Eisenbrunn. A long 3. It's short. Rebound, though, controlled. Dante goes up and no good on the layup. Rebound tipped and finally controlled by Alex Tice, or by Andy Reiser. It's a jump ball call, though she gets tied up. So Forest City will get possession. Reiser, the shortest player on the court, getting that rebound over the tallest player. Tipped down the inbound and controlled by the Lions by Finley Jepson. Handed out to Ainley. Ainley drives, kicks it back out to Jepson. Jepson drives around the right side and him back out to Ainley. Ainley fakes a 3, now steps to her left and pops a 3. No good at the horn as we end 3 quarters of play. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard score at the end of 3. Clear Lake down by 6. 42 for Forest City and 36 for the Lions. Back after this here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
This is the fourth quarter, and the Lions down by 6 with the basketball to start period number 4. They had it down to within 4, maybe 2 in that third quarter, but the Indians expanded it back out to 11. And now it's back down to 6, the lead for the Indians, 42 for Forest City and 36 for Clear Lake. Lions with the starting 5 out on the floor. Ainley, Hill, Tice, Amble, and Schwen as the inbound to Ainley in the backcourt. She'll dribble the right side, hand it off to Tice. Tice to the top of the key. She's open. She'll fire a 3. That's no good. Tip to the left side corner, controlled by Hill. Hill will bring it back out on the left side. Plays it between the rings for Ainley. Ainley on the dribble. Dribbles her way into the lane and kicks it out to Tice. Tice wants another 3. This time it's long. Rebound controlled by the Indians by Hayden Brown. Brown bounce pass off. It's kicked away, but no call. It's Ainley, or Tice rather, with the basketball. She batted it away, plays it inside, turn around, shot up and good. As she dumped it into Ashley Amble at the bottom of the lane left side. 12 for Amble. Lead cut to 4 at 42-38. Right side, Kingland. Bounce pass, free throw line, Dante. Dante off left side for Seglum. Seglum looks, bounce pass in, tipped away and stolen by Ashley Amble. Amble across the timeline to the top of the key for Ainley. Ainley plays it across for Tice. Tice tries another 3. Third time's a charm for Alex. Her first 3 of the night. The lead cut to 1 at 42-41. Across the timeline for Hayden Brown. Left side over to Kingland. Kingland tied up by Ainley. Jump ball goes for let's see. They didn't change the possession arrow, I don't think. And the referees realized that, and it will be Forest City basketball. Forest City is going to take a timeout. We will take it with them as well. 6:37 to go here in the fourth. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard score says Forest City 42, Clear Lake 41. We're back after this here on KRIB.
My name is Cal. I'm from Mason City, Iowa, and I am studying business at NIAC. I chose NIAC because it is very affordable and close to home. What surprised me most about attending NIAC is the great community of people that want you to succeed at everything you do. NIAC is helping me find my future by getting my first 2 years of my 4-year degree. I am currently on the baseball team here at NIAC, and I'm enjoying my time here while I stay at home. I'm also saving money while living at home while I attend NIAC. I strongly recommend starting at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
42-41, Clear Lake down by 1 with 6:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. Indians take a timeout. Hayden Brown will inbound to Kingland. Kingland between the rings, bounce pass off to the right side for Reese. Reese a dribble, skips it back across left side for Seglum. Seglum will bring it back between the rings. Dribbles to the right side of the free throw line, stops, looks for help, and hands it off to Dante finally. Dante will play it back out to Brown. 1 second on the shot clock, and the desperation three is off no good by Kingland, and a loose rebound picked up, and now it's stolen away by Reiser out of the hands of Brown, who had gotten the rebound at the top of the key. Reiser to the front court, off to Ainley. Ainley fakes a three. Dribbles to the right side. She'll kick it to Tice. Tice wants another three. Bullseye for Alex Tice. 6 for Tice, and the Lions take the lead at 44-42 with 5:50 to go here in the fourth. Front court for the Indians. Seglum plays it across left side for Brown. Brown dribbles out to the top of the key. Plays it to the right quarter. Here's a three on the way up, and good for Ashlyn Kingland. Kingland's third three of the night. 45-44 for City with 5:30 to go here in regulation. Ainley dribbles. She tries to make a shot. No good, but she got fouled. It's the Indians' first foul of the quarter. And it's going to be the second on Kingland. 2 shots to come here for Ainley, who's 1 for 1 on the night. She made an old-fashioned three-point play earlier here in the half. Free throw first is up and good. We're tied at 45. Grimm will check back in to give Amble a breather for the final stretch. 45-45. Second free throws up and no good. Rebound this side. Jepson gets it. Plays it back out to Reiser. Reiser across the top out to Tice. Another three. Almost banked it home, but no good. And the rebound. Here's Brown getting the rebound, but she runs right into Alex Tice, or actually into Mandy Reiser, the official says. Both players were there. And Reiser with her first foul, and that's the team's first of the quarter. Ainley out. Schwen back in to give Ainley a quick breather before the final stretch here. 45-45 tie with 5:10 to go here in the fourth. Hayden Brown across the timeline. Dribbles off to the right. Looks for help as the person she was going to pass to, Reese, went by. Hands it back to Dante. Top of the key, Seglum. Seglum dribbles to the right side of the key. Hands it back to Brown. 14-footer in the lane. No good. Rebound batted by Schwen, and she gets it. Schwen races it down court. She will lay it up left side. No good. Rebound tipped around. Still loose on the floor. We've got a loose ball foul. We're out of bounds. The ball's out of bounds. No fouls. So we'll go the other way with Forest City. As Eisenbrand will check in to give Drew Seglum a break. Ainley checks back in after her quick breather. And Alex Tice will step aside. 45-45. 4:40 to go here in regulation. Brown to inbound. Near side for Reese. Reese double teamed. And it's tipped out of bounds. And it will, well, they're going to say that Forest City touched it last. That Reese touched it last. The Lions will have it. Not even with a free throw line on the left sideline will come the entry. Lions with an opportunity to get the lead back. Schwen inbounds. Bounce past the left quarter. Jepson back out to Schwen. Schwen will step into the lane, side of the lane. She goes up, and a blocking foul as she drove. And Dante with a foul, her third. And the team's second. And Schwen to the line where she's 0 for 2 on the night. First one up, short. Amble back in. Replace Grimm. 4:32 left in regulation. Scoreboard says 45-45. Second one, short. Rebound tipped around. Jepson gets it left baseline. Skip back out for Ainley. Ainley looks. Gets a pick from Ashley Amble. Now steps back and pops a three. No good. And the rebound tipped around, still loose, and it's going to be out of bounds in favor of Forest City. They say that Schwen touched it while she was stepped on the baseline. Tice will check back in to replace Schwen. 4:19 left of regulation, tied at 45. Inbound, near sideline, Kingland. Full court pressure. Gets it back, and it's tipped away out of the hands of Brown. Loose basketball on the court now, still loose, and now a kick back over the right side. Kingland's open for a three. That is no good after bouncing around the rim a couple of times. Rebound, Amble for Clear Lake. Amble hands it off to Ainley. Ainley across the timeline, top of the key and in. She will scoop up a shot and no good. Rebound, Amble. She gets tied up. And the arrow goes in favor of Clear Lake this time around as Maya Jenkins will check back in to replace Kingland. 3:53 left here in the fourth. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, 45-45 the score. Ainley, left baseline. Skips it out to Reiser. Back to the left corner for Ainley. Inside for Amble, the foul over the back. And that's 4 on Dante. And the third on Forest City in the quarter. So be out of bounds on the left baseline, and Schwen will check back in. And Seglin will check back in for Forest City to replace Dante. And the Lions will try to take advantage of her fourth foul. And the exit of the lineup. Ainley skips it out to Schwen at the top of the key. Tipped away, though, by the Indians by Brown, but Schwen gets it back, and she goes straight to the hoop, lays it up, no good. And the rebound is loose ball on the floor, and it's gotten back by the Lions. Schwen will fake a three, plays it to Reiser, to Tice. Tice, top of the key, three, book it. Tice with 9, 48-45. As Clear Lake takes their second lead of this fourth quarter. Across the timeline, it's Eiserbrand. The Lion lead of 3 with 3:20 to go in regulation. Eiserbrand on the dribble, tipped away by Ainley. She got it back. Timeout to call for Forest City. 3:17 left in regulation. 48-45 in favor of Clear Lake leading Forest City. We're back after this here on KRIB.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Back we come. 3:17 in the fourth, 48-45. Clear Lake has taken their second lead of this fourth quarter. Both teams with 3 timeouts to go. Lions with 1 personal foul in the quarter, 3 for Forest City. The possession arrows in favor of Forest City at this point. There's your game reset as Forest City inbound after their timeout. Inbound for the right sideline, Eiserbrand. Gets it between the rings. She'll play it back out. Top of the key, Seglin. Just off the right side, hands it back to Brown. Brown fires a 3, backside of a pick, no good. Rebound controlled by Jenkins for Forest City. She'll reverse it back out to Seglin. Seglin plays it across for Reese. Reese back over to Jenkins. Jenkins dribbles left side, drives, and no good, but she's fouled. Team foul 2. The question is, who is it on? It is going to be on Jepson. It's her second. And it will be 2 shots to come here for Maya Jenkins, who's 0 for 2 in the contest. 48-45. And Jenkins takes one to the bank. Banks it home straight on. 48-46. Cuts the Lion lead to 2. Second one up. That is no good, but the rebound controlled by Brown on the right side. She'll play it back out. Back out top between the rings for Reese. Off to Seglin on the left side. She'll play it back out to Eiserbrand. Eiserbrand around a pick to the right side. She'll drive. Around the defender, lays it up in good. Eiserbrand with 11. A tie ball game at 48. With 2:30 to go. Into the front court, Tice. Whistle, timeout, Clear Lake. 2:23 to go in the fourth. 48-48 our score. Back in a minute here on KRIB.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Back we come to Forest City, 48-48 with 2:20 left here in regulation. Inbound Ainley. Skips it across to Jepson, right corner overhead and out of bounds. Not what the Lions wanted turnover-wise there, but it's still a tie ball game. Kingland will make the re-entry into the ball game to replace Seglum. Lions with 2 timeouts left. Forest City with 3. Both teams a couple of fouls shy of the bonus. Inbound to Kingland. Kingland brings it across the timeline. Dribbles out front. Hands it off right side, Eisenbrunn. Eisenbrunn rolls up the top of the key. Bounce pass off. Controlled by Dante, who steps up the right side, lays it up, no good. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Matty Reiser. Reiser outlets to the hands of Ainley. Ainley to the top of the key. Ainley steps up, stutter step on the dribble, into the lane, jumpers up and good from just in front of the basket. 15 for Ainley, 50-48. Clear Lake takes their third lead of the fourth quarter. Across the timeline, Eisenbrunn. Bounce pass for Dante. Dante spins in the lane. She'll go up and no good on the layup. The rebound put back up, no good. As Reese was too far underneath the basket, she'll get it out to the right side for Eisenbrunn. Eisenbrunn on the right side. Now it did hit the rim, so the shot clock did reset. Work back around to the left side. There's a 3 left quarter up and no good for Reese. And the rebound controlled by Ainley. She'll race it up on a 2-on-1. She'll pull it out though. Hands it back to Reiser. Back to Ainley. Open for a 3. No good. And the rebound controlled by Reese for Forest City. 1 minute to go here in the fourth. 50-48, Clear Lake with a lead. Across the timeline, Eisenbrunn. Eisenbrunn between the rings. Dribbles off to the left side and drives, and she'll lay it up and good. And Eisenbrunn ties the ball game back up at 50, and a timeout called. The timeout is a 30, which we'll keep it right here. With 42 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard score says 50-50 as Forest City charged with the 30-second timeout. Now the Lions have had the lead 3 times. Forest City has had it once, and now with their third tie of the quarter. Clear Lake will inbound after the Forest City quick timeout. 3 fouls by Forest City, 2 by Clear Lake, so neither team at the edge of the bonus necessarily. Possession arrow goes in favor of Forest City. And the Lions will inbound on the far baseline. With Reiser and Tice and Amble and Ainley, and inbound will be Schwen. Schwen inbounds to Ainley, who's double teamed. She'll look for help. She'll play it back to Schwen. Schwen trying to dribble it up court. She gets up toward the timeline as her pass is tipped away out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it was touched by, swear that was touched by Forest City, but not the call. And the Lion bench arguing about it. And yeah, that's a tough call there. Forest City will call timeout. 50-50. It's a full timeout. We're back after this word here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire has been earning your trust, one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
50-50 the score is 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Forest City will inbound after the Lion turnover, which looked like a pass that was tipped by Forest City out of bounds, but the Lions did not get the call. Brown will inbound, top of the zone left side, shot clock off. Inbound goes to Dante, who hands it back out to Kingland. Down to 27, 26, and 25 as Kingland dribbles out top. Reiser out to guard her. Down to 19 and 18. The handoff tipped around but controlled by Eisenbrand. 15, 14, and 13. As Eisenbrand lines it up, she'll get a pick out front to the left side. Sure won't. And the pass across to the right side. Brown gets up, blocked away by her. And now the rebound, and here's a three attempt up in. No good. The rebound put back up and in by Hayden Brown. And that is a Forest City winner. So Brown lays it home on the rebound after the scramble for the basketball. And the final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 52 for Forest City and 50 for the Lions. We'll be back to wrap up the girls' game. A tough one for the Lions to lose. We'll be back after this. This is Lions basketball here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page. Back after this timeout.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTel fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTel is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Ready to find your future at NIAC? Our Future Forward Scholarship is bigger and better than ever. If you're a senior who earns 6 or more NIAC credits in high school with a 3.0 GPA, you can qualify for up to $1,500 towards college, and no application is needed. That's right. Just take NIAC classes now, and your scholarship is automatic when you enroll full-time after graduation. Visit NIAC.edu to learn more and find your future at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
Back to Forest City become a tough one for the Lions and for the Indians, one that they'll remember heading into tournament play. Both teams will remember this game going to tournament play. Don't want to kid you at all, but fortunately for the Lions, they come up on the short end of the stick tonight, 52-50, as the Indians with a put-back layup by Hayden Brown at the horn on a missed three-pointer by Ashlyn Kingland, and that gives the Indians the ball game. It gives them their 18th win of the season. Lions have their 7-game winning streak snapped here with a loss, as the Lions will try to close out the regular season with a win down in Iowa Falls tomorrow night. But this one, a tough one for the Lions, as they fall 52-50 to the Indians of Forest City. Jacelyn Amble had 15 on the night, 10 after the halftime break. Ashley Amble had 12, as those were split between the two quarters, or two halves, we should say. It was 9 for Alex Tice. She got 3 threes in the second half. It was 4 apiece for Taylor Schwann and Finley Jepson and Gwen Grimm. 2 for Aspen Hill, playing and not scoring, Maddie Reiser, Lily Beersford. And that's the balance of the book for Clear Lake. For Forest City, it looks like this. It was 13 for Lexi Eiserbrand, 11 after the halftime break. As Eiserbrand and Brown's the leading scorer on this team. Eiserbrand number 2 and Dante the third. And that's how they finished the night. Hayden Brown with 12, including that putback layup to win the ball game. Dante had 12, but she had 9 in the fourth quarter of those 12. She was held scoreless in the middle 2 quarters. It's 9 for Ashlyn Kingland, all on threes. 5 for Drew Seglem, all in the first half. Maya Jenkins with 1. Playing and not scoring, Cadence Sletton, Sophia Reese, and that's the balance of the book for Forest City. So once again, Forest City improves to a record of 18-3, and their final game will be tomorrow night as they travel down to Belmont Columbia for a top of Iowa West matchup. Where the Broncos, the Lions drop to, we believe the record should be 16-4. Game number 21 will come up for the Lions when they play at Iowa Falls Alden coming up tomorrow night, and a game you'll hear here on KRIB and see on the KRIB Sports YouTube page. So a tough loss for the Lions on the girls' side, 52-50 in favor of the Indians of Forest City. And that'll wrap up our coverage of the girls' game. We'll start looking ahead to the boys' game next. As it's Clear Lake and Forest City, we'll see what happens on the boys' side. As typically through the years, it's been an interesting one to say the least. It's again 52-50. Clear Lake losing to Iowa Falls Alden. Back with the boys' side after this here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTel fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTel is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
It's time now for coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage is brought to you by CLTel, North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Now, with all the play-by-play action of the Clear Lake Lions, here's Bob Fisher.
Back we come for the boys' game as we get ready for Clear Lake and Forest City after a tough Lions loss in the girls' game, 52-50 the final on the girls' side. Now we move over to the boys' side where it's a 15-2 Clear Lake boys team facing a 13-5 Forest City team. Whereas Forest City coming off of wins last week over the top-ranked team in Class 1A, Bishop Garrigan, 58-51. Then they beat Lake Mills 70-54. For the Lions, of course, they're coming off that loss to St. Edmund back on Friday night, snapping a 40-plus game North Central Conference winning streak as they lose to the Gales 48-44. Thursday night last week, they beat Gunnar Hayfield Ventura by a 72-30 margin. And Webster City started the week last Monday night with a 68-27 victory at Webster City on the road. Well, when you look at this series, it's been one that's at times been back and forth. In fact, you look between the stretch between 2015 and 2020, Forest City won 5 of 6. The Lions have won the last 5 of 6. 6 of 7, we should say. But sometimes this ball game ends up being a close one through the years. An 84-83 victory by Clear Lake in 2013 in January. 69-64 in January 2014. A 2-point game that Forest City won back in 2017. A 2-point victory in Forest City in 2020. But last year it was a 52-39 victory for the Lions at home in Clear Lake. Forest City, led by junior Creighton Worth, a 6-foot junior. He's averaging 13.7 points per game. Cooper Blaser with 11.3 points per contest. Ty Sopko, 8.6 points per contest. Blaser, the leading rebounder, one of the leading rebounders at 5 rebounds per game. Holden Reynolds, a junior, 6.4 rebounds per contest. As the Indians led by Let's get Worth with 13.7 points per game, Blauser 11.3. And Reynolds just under the 10-point per game mark for him. Clear Lake, as you heard Derby Amley talk, just didn't have their best game on Friday night. That loss at St. Edmund. And they suffered their first North Central Conference loss in 40-plus games. But the Lions will try to bounce back here in non-conference action as they take on their rivals. The Indians of Forest City will be their conference rivals once again starting next year. Starting lineups of the play-by-play, Clear Lake and Forest City here from Forest City. Back after this here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Hi, I'm Michaela Trask, and I'm from Mason City, Iowa. I am studying elementary education here at Nyack. I chose Nyack because I had the opportunity to play basketball, and I wanted to stay close to home. The thing that surprised me most about attending Nyack is the small community and how welcoming everybody is. Nyack is helping me find my future by having great classes that will help me transfer to my next university. I live in the dorms here at Nyack, and I have made many new friends and had a great experience. I recommend choosing Nyack first.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing, embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Back we come to Forest City. 15-2 Clear Lake and 13-5 Forest City. Indians, by the way, in the top of Iowa West are in second place at 12-2. Bishop Garrigan's at 14-1. Belmont Clemmies at 11-3. So they have some good games to go on the conference side in that conference. Clear Lake with a loss the other night drops to 11-1. St. Edmunds at 12-1. So unless St. Edmund drops the ball, the game will be a shared conference title for the Lions. Starters for Clear Lake. Jackson McIntyre, 6'2" to senior. McIntyre 13.9 points, 5.4 rebounds per game. Shooting 55% for the field, 40% for three-point range, 74% for the free throw line for McIntyre, the 6'2" junior. Trevor Theobald at 6'1" at a senior, 10 points, 4.7 assists, 46% for the field, 38% for three-point range on 30 made threes. 69% for the free throw line for Theobald, the 6'1" senior. Luke Furman at 6'1" and a senior. Furman, 6 points, 4.8 rebounds, shooting 41% from the field, 36% from three-point range, and 67% from the free throw line. For Furman, the 6'1" senior. Carson Reiser at 6 foot and a junior. Reiser, 10.7 points, 2.4 rebounds per contest, 39% for the field, 35% for three-point range, 52% for the free throw line. And Max Larson at 6'4" to senior. Larson, 6.8 points, 3.8 rebounds per game, shooting 54% for the field and 55% from the free throw line. For the Indians of Forest City, it looks like this. Creighton Worth at 6 foot and a junior. Worth 13.7 points, 2.8 rebounds per game, shooting 44% for the field, 47% from three-point range with a team-high made 61 threes. 91% for the free throw line, 21-23 for Worth, the 6-foot junior. Cooper Blaser at 6 foot and a junior, 11.3 points, 5 rebounds, 3.6 assists per contest, shooting 41% from the field, 24% for three-point range, 69% from the free throw line. For Blaser, the 6-foot junior. Ty Sopko at 6 foot and 6'2" and a senior, 8.6 points, 2.5 assists, 2.0 rebounds per game, shooting 50% from the field, 25% for three-point range, and 60% from the free throw line. And rounding out the lineup is Holden Reynolds at 6'6" and a junior. Reynolds, 9.8 points, 6.4 rebounds, shooting 67% from the field and 55% from the free throw line. Lions averaging 66.2 points per game. Forest City 59.7. Lions shooting as a team 47% from the field, 45% from the field for Forest City. Three-point range, it's 37% for the Clear Lake Lions with 126 made threes. 130 made threes for Forest City with 32% three-point shooting. Free throw line 62% for Clear Lake and 59% for Forest City. Forest City coached by a longtime coach, Dan Rosacker. Jeremy Adley and crew on the Lion bench to our left as the Lions will go left to right. Look at your KRIB dial. KRIB Mason City Clear Lake dial, as well as on the KRIB Sports YouTube page, which you can access via KRIBAM.com. Larson did jump center to face Holden Reynolds. And we're underway in the boys' game. The tip is controlled, still loose on the floor. And Larson goes to the floor, but he hands it back to Trevor Theobald. Theobald hands it off to McIntyre, left side for Furman. Back out to McIntyre between the rings, the right side for Reiser. Reiser hands out to his right for Theobald. Able to pick for Larson, dribbles out to the top of the key over to Reiser on the left side. They'll dribble and play back over. Right side three on the way up and no good for Theobald. Rebound right side controlled by Sopko for Forest City. Hands it off to Jacob Smith, the 5'11 sophomore. I think that's the one starter we missed. Hands it out to Sopko. Play to the right side for Worth. Fires a three, and that's no good. Rebound controlled by the Lions, by Furman. Furman across the right side of the timeline. Plays it back to McIntyre. Back over the right side for Furman. Down to the right corner for Theobald. Back out to McIntyre. McIntyre drives on the right side of the lane. Lays it up and good. Back with his first two. 2-0 Clear Lake. 7 minutes to go here in the first. Jacob Smith, the 5'11 sophomore, averaging 6.6 points and 4.2 rebounds per game. Front court for Smith, hands it off to his right for Worth. Worth looks to dribble into the lane, hands it out left side to Sopko, fires a three, and that is no good. Way off the mark for him. The rebound controlled by Furman, who hands it off quickly to Theobald. To the front court, Reiser in the right quarter. Back out to McIntyre, left wing for Furman, now the right to Theobald. Pass inside, tipped away from Max Larson, and it'll be out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Furman will make the entry on the left baseline. Out toward where the three-point line comes down to the baseline. Inbound to Larson. Steps into the lane. Jumper from 12 is up and good. Larson with his first two of the night. 4-0 Clear Lake. 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. Smith up to the timeline and across. Plays it off to the right side of the free throw line for Reynolds. He plays it back out to the, he dribbles it out to Ling. Blazer. Left side Sopko. Back out top for Worth. Worth right side of the free throw line. Jumper is up and no good. And the rebound McIntyre for Clear Lake. McIntyre turns up court across the right side of the timeline. Dribbles in the lane. Hands it off left side Reiser. Fires a three. Got it. Carson's first triple tonight. And a quick 7-0 lead and a quick timeout here for Dan Rosacker for his City. 5:53 left in the quarter. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard 7-0 Clear Lake. Back after this here on KRIB.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
Forest City inbounds after the 30-second timeout by the Indians. Smith plays it over to Blazer, back over to Smith. He plays it back over to Blazer to the front court left side for Sopko. Sopko double team, top of the zone, pass across, tipped away by Theobald. He'll lob it ahead for Reiser, who's a little bit too far. I'm going to say he touched the baseline on the way down on the alley-oop attempt. It'll be Forest City basketball. Nathaniel Gaspin checks in, 6'4" freshman, as well as Riley Eastfold, a 5'10" junior. as out go Worth and Sopko. Inbound and full court pressure. Blazer, bounce pass off to Worth, or to Smith. Now he skips it ahead to Gaspin in the front court left side. Plays it back to Blazer, dribbles across the top of the zone with traffic, hands it off to Smith now, top of the zone right side. Now bring it back towards center court. Now dribbles up and hands it back to Blazer. Blazer up the right side of the key, gets cut off. He'll work his way around to the defender. No good with the layup of the rebound. McIntyre for Clear Lake. McIntyre ahead for Furman. Furman skip back out for Theobald. Theobald left side for Reiser. Reiser inside for Larson. Back out McIntyre. McIntyre over to Furman. Right side for Theobald. Theobald up the right baseline. Bounce pass across. Here's Larson. Goes underneath the basket. Trying to lay it up on the right side. Glass. He got it blocked away by Reynolds for Forest City. Reynolds across the timeline. Dribbles up the lane, and he will throw it up wildly. No good. The rebound controlled by the Lions by Trevor Theobald. Skip pass ahead, left side. Furman. He'll play it back to the corner. Now back out to McIntyre. Back to Furman on the left side. And he got it bumped out of his hands, and Smith comes up with the basketball for Forest City. Up court he comes. Almost lost it. Hands it back out. Top of the key three on the way up, and no good for Blazer. Rebound controlled by Reiser for Clear Lake. Quickly ahead to Theobald. Theobald top of the key. Dribbles on the left side. Back out to Reiser. Reiser drives, trying to kick it underneath, and it's tipped around. Loose basketball right side. Last off of Forest City, and the pinball on the right side of the zone. It'll be Clear Lake basketball. Braden Watkins and Colby Ort back are into the lineup for the first time tonight to replace Reiser and Furman. And Max Larson will step aside. He's replaced by Gage Larson. McIntyre inbound on the right sideline. Hands it back out to Ort. He played across for Theobald. Left side for Gage Larson. Larson back to the free throw circle over to Watkins. Watkins plays it across for Theobald. Dumps it in for Smith. Larson probably it's tipped away by Smith. Now the rebound tip back out, controlled by McIntyre. McIntyre to the right side for Ort. Ort to the lane. He'll kick it off the left side for Theobald, who fires a three up and good. Theobald with his first three of the night. 10-0 Clear Lake. 3:35 left here in the first on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Worth up to the timeline and across to the right side for Blazer. Blazer in the right quarter. Looks for help on a double team. The lob pass back out to Eastfold. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound McIntyre for Clear Lake. McIntyre across the right side of the timeline. Hands it back. Around the horn, the Lions go right to left. It's dumped into Gage Larson, left side. Kick back out for Watkins. Now back to the quarter for Larson. Back to Watkins. Watkins back to Larson. Out top for McIntyre. Right side for Theobald. Theobald dribbles to the lane. Bounce pass kicked around, but right into the hands of McIntyre in the left corner. He'll step in and take a 15-footer. Front iron no good. Rebound Blazer for Forest City. 2:50 left here in the quarter. Blazer across the timeline to the top of the key. He will step up the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound, fought for, and work back around from Gaspin. Out top to Worth, a three, no good. Rebound controlled by Ort for Forest City. Tipped away, though, by Gaspin, who goes up and lays it up and in. Gaspin's first two, 10-2. Clear Lake with a lead with 2:25 to go here in the first. Ort, left side. Watkins, left quarter. Here's a three all the way up and no good for Theobald. And I believe it hit the basket. No, there's a foul underneath. I thought maybe for a second it hit the basket support, but they're going to call loose ball foul on Gage Larson on the rebound. His first of the team's first. Dylan Plaguey checks into the lineup for Clear Lake. McIntyre and Theobald step aside. Bounce pass ahead. Front court left side for Colin Thompson, a 6'2 junior. He plays it back out. For Ty Sop goes back in the lineup as well. Dribble for Smith on the left side. Hands it back out to Thompson. Played off to the right for Sopko. Back out to Thompson. Thompson left side for Worth. Worth looks from the left wing. Down to 5 to shoot. The free throw line, shovels it inside, tipped around, and a turnaround shot. The horn is no good. Didn't hit the iron. It should have been a shot clock violation, but the Lions get the rebound anyway. Doesn't matter. Here's Watkins to the left side. Across, blinking a three, right quarter is no good. Rebound control by Smith for Forest City. 1:30 to go here in the opening period. Smith across the timeline. Dribbles off to the right. Down toward the corner, handed to Worth. Worth plays it back out to the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Thompson. To his right for Smith, who brings it back out top. Now he'll dribble up the left side of the key, throws it up, and no good. In and out, hit every inch of the rim. A rebound tipped down, finally controlled by Watkins for Clear Lake, who leads a 3-on-2. The handoff up and good on the layup for Luke Furman. Furman's first two. 12-2, Clear Lake, a minute to go here in the first. On the other end, a three, up and no good for Sopko. The rebound controlled by Ort for Clear Lake. Pushed in right side, Watkins. Back out, Furman, around the horn to the left side for Plaguey. Plaguey looks back out top for Watkins. Right side, Furman. Underneath for Larson. Back out, here's a three. Up and no good for Furman. The rebound controlled by Worth for Forest City. 35 left here in the quarter. Shot clock a second under the game clock. Smith out top, center court jump circle. Dribbles to the left side, hands it off. As here's Colin Thompson, bounces it off to the right side for Gaspard, who fires up a jumper, no good. And the rebound, Furman for Clear Lake. He'll cross the timeline at the 15-second mark left of the quarter. Lions will hold it. Down to 10. Played off to the left side for Watkins. Watkins dribbles up to the top of the key. Dumps it inside for Ort. Post move left side. Turnaround shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by the Indians, and time runs out here in the opening quarter. Clear Lake 12 and Forest City 2 at the end of one. On the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. We're back after this here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire's been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
12-2, the Lions lead after one. Here in the boys' game, Lions girls fell on a putback rebound by the Indians with no time to go in the girls' game. 52-50, the Indians escape with a win here at home. The Lions trying to get the split out of this doubleheader. So head Dival Falls tomorrow night. Front court Smith. Bounce pass off for Sopko. Sopko on the dribble, hands it back to his right for Smith, for Worth. Here's a three all the way up and no good. The rebound left side, controlled by Theobald for Clear Lake. Has a little trouble in the backcourt, but he gets it to McIntyre. McIntyre across the timeline left side. He'll drive left wing and kick it back out. Reiser will step in from the left side. Free throw line jumper is up and no. And the rebound tipped around, controlled by Isaac Brownlee, who's in the lineup. Brownlee gets a return pass and plays it back out to McIntyre. McIntyre steps up the left wing. You'll lay it up and good. McIntyre with 14-2. 7:15 to go here in the first half. Anna Burness, the Clear Lake girls coach, will join us at halftime for post-game comments after a tough one in the girls' game. Blazer on top for Forest City. Bounce pass in. Tipped around on the hands of Reynolds and a foul called on Clear Lake. Fouls up Max Larson. It's his first. Team's first of the quarter, out of bounds left baseline. Smith will make the entry. Inbound out to Reynolds. Reynolds on the dribble. Looks to drive in. He lost the basketball as he bumped in a little bit to Larson. Lions get the basketball back. Front court. Around the horn, left to right to Reiser. Back out top, McIntyre. Left side, Theobald. Down the quarter for Brownlee. Brownlee will bring it back out. Play it back out to Reiser. Reiser across for Theobald. Theobald on the right side. Going to get picked to the top of the key. Plays it back to McIntyre on the right side, who drives the right baseline. Jumper is up and blocked away partially by Holden Reynolds. And the rebound control, but the pass stolen away by Brownlee. He will kick it back out to McIntyre, and the Lions will reset the offense. Played back out to Theobald. Theobald on the left side. Double teamed as he picks up the dribble, plays it over to Brownlee. Pass across to McIntyre, right wing three, up and no good. Brownlee trying to get the rebound, but it hits the basket support above the basket. Going to be out of bounds in favor of Forest City. One of those places where the strap to pull up the basket when the baskets need to be pulled up. That strap is about halfway up the shot clock level. As Reynolds drives underneath and he gets fouled on the floor, or does he get fouled in the act of shooting? Larson second. And Ord will check back in. Replaced Max. Right baseline will come the entry. Blazer lobs it out. Free throw line, Reynolds. Reynolds will kick it back out to the right side for Blazer. Blazer up the right baseline. Kicks it to the line across to the left side. Smith works it back out to Worth. Worth lost the basketball. Gets it back. Now it's tipped away by Reiser, and he gets the basketball on the break. And they'll lay it up in good on the other end. Carson with 5. Timeout for City. 5:49 left here in the first half. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 16-2 in favor of the Lions over the Indians. Back after this here on KRIB.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Back we come. 5:45 left in the half. 16-2 in favor of Clear Lake as Forest City just having their troubles tonight here with the Lions. Still, if you look at the this series has had a lot of ups and downs through the years, so you never know what might happen. Sopko out top. Dribbles left side, hands it up to Blazer. Blazer across for Smith. To the right side, tipped out of bounds by Reiser. Reiser thought he tipped it off of Worth and into the stands, but that, according to the officials, not the case. Worth will inbound. Sopko. Sopko hands it off to Smith, who fires a three. Got it. Jacob Smith with his first three of the night. 16-5. Favor of Clear Lake. 5:15 to go here in the second. Brownlee right wing out top, McIntyre. He'll dribble up the lane and he'll fire one up, blocked away by Reynolds, and he'll get the basketball and play it out to Worth. Worth off to Smith. Front court, Sopko. Sopko top of the key. Hands it off to Worth. Worth back to Sopko. To the left for Reynolds. Reynolds to the lane. Backs his way in left side. And he barrels through Art, but no call. And Reynolds makes the layup left side. First two of the night for him. 16-7. Clear Lake up by 9 with 4:35 left here in the third. Worked around the horn from right to left. Brownlee entry pass into Ort. Ort post move in the lane. Up and no good. Rebound McIntyre. He'll take a dribble and get through some traffic. Blocked away by Reynolds a second time. Out of bounds as he batted it off of McIntyre. Out of bounds at the right baseline. Lions with Furman, Watkins, and Gage Larson checking back in. As out go Brownlee and Reiser and Ort. Out of bounds far baseline for the Indians. Smith will make the entry. Inbounds to Worth. Worth one dribble, plays it back over to Smith. Smith back to Worth. Plays to the front court for Gaspin. Now work to the left quarter. And the Reynolds the pass inside for Gaspin. Layup no good. A little too strong on the left side. The rebound controlled by McIntyre for Clear Lake. McIntyre lobs it into Gage Larson. Back out to McIntyre right side. He'll step toward the key now and play it back out. Whistle of the foul call. Indians first foul. Holden Reynolds his first. Couple of Bronx cheers beneath us on that call. Now the Lions fans and out of bounds right baseline. Larson on the inbound of 3 up and good. Gage from 20 feet out on the right wing. His first 3 of the night, 19-7 Clear Lake. 3:45 left here in the half of the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Front court, pass tipped but controlled in the hands of Worth, who steps up. Plays it to Reynolds. Reynolds drives toward the lane. He'll get fouled on the drive. It's Clear Lake's third. And they'll charge it to Gage Larson. It's his second. So both Max and Gage have 2 apiece. Jeremy Hanley turns down the bench, and we're going to see Rick Thompson come in. But he'll replace Jackson McIntyre. Out of bounds left baseline. Inbound to Smith. Back out to Reynolds. Back to the left side for Worth. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds looks. He plays it back to the right side for Sopko. Sopko drives. Jumper from 14. No good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Gassman for the Indians. Work back out top for Worth, who's thought a couple of times about a 3. Plays it off to the right for Smith. Smith pass off to the left side of the lane for Gassman. Turnaround shot is up and no good. Rebound controlled by Furman for Clear Lake. Furman quickly ahead. Theobald. Theobald right side. And they're going to call a little hook on Sopko. Team second. And Sopko's first. Now the bounds right baseline for Furman. Not before Cooper Blazer checks back in to replace Ty Sopko. 3:04 left in the half. Pass inside to Gage Larson. And play it back out. Thompson out top. Here's a 3 up and no good. And out of bounds for Trevor Theobald. So the Indians will inbound on the far end. Worth will make the entry. Inbounds to Smith. Played back to Worth. Worth a bounce pass back up into the front court for Blazer. Blazer to Reynolds up the left baseline. He goes underneath the basket. Right side layup, no good. Rebound controlled as Gassman trying to go up. He got it blocked away. We go the other way. On the fast break here is Furman up and good on the right side layup. Furman with 4. 21-7. 2:35 left here in the half. Double team trap left side in the front court for Blazer. Blazer bounce pass off. Now it's kicked underneath as Reynolds will make the layup, but he got fouled from behind. He'll step to the line to shoot the old-fashioned 3-point play. Team foul 4 on the Lions. Colin Thompson will check back in. It's the first on Furman. Furman will step aside, and Dylan Plague will check back in. McIntyre will check back in as well. Reynolds to the line, 17 of 31 on the year for 55% from the stripe. Free throws up. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Gage Larson for the Lions. Well, it's quickly to Trevor Theobald. Theobald back out, Plaguey. Back to Theobald, on top McIntyre. So go right to left around the horn to Watkins. Back out to McIntyre. To the right side we go now. Plaguey to the right side for Theobald. Back around the horn left side. Over to McIntyre. Entry pass in for Larson. Turnaround shot from Gage, no good. Out the front iron, the rebound control by Smith for Forest City. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Smith across the timeline. Dumped underneath and layup up in, no good for Reynolds. The rebound controlled by Watkins for Clear Lake. And we've got an injury in the backcourt on an Indian player as McIntyre will play it to Watkins. Watkins puts it up, no good. And the rebound by Smith, and that will get the injury timeout. Peter Wilson, a 6'2 junior, will check in. The injured Indian appears to be Holden Reynolds. So Reynolds looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. Carson Reiser will check back in. As Reynolds being checked out by Dan Rosacker, and he'll come to the bench to get looked at. Be out of bounds on the far baseline after the injury timeout for Forest City. 100 seconds to go here in the half. Inbound to Jacob Smith. Across the timeline. Smith Looks to the right. Looks to the left. Now plays it off to Blazer. Blazer on the dribble. Hands it to Peter Wilson. Wilson back to Blazer. Dumps it inside for Thompson. He'll play it back out to Blazer. Blazer tries to step in. Kicks it off to the corner. Here's a left side three. Up and around the roll twice and good on the rim for Creighton Worth. It's Worth's first three of the night. 21-12 with 1:05 to go here in the half. The Lions up by 9. Front court. Lions go around the horn right to left. Dumped in to Larson. Back out. Pleggy fakes a three. Plays it along to left side corner for Theobald. Theobald will bring it back out with 20 left on the shot clock and 53 left on the game clock. Reiser. Right side McIntyre inside for Larson. Larson tries to get around the defender, but will play it back out. Here's a three on the way. Up and good this time for Trevor Theobald. Theobald's second three of the night. He's got 6. And it's 24-12 with 35 seconds to go here in the half. Blazer out top on the left side. About a 4-second shot clock difference here. In the shot clock of the game clock. Strip of control by Smith, and now it's tipped away out of bounds. As diving for it was Theobald, as Kobe Ord will check back in to replace Gage Larson in the Lion lineup. And we see Holden Reynolds back in the ball game after that injury timeout. Little moisture on the floor. Kobe Ord brings out a towel from the Lion bench to take care of that. .21 seconds to go here in the first half. 17 on the shot clock. Finally, the towel goes off the court, and we'll get back to action with Blazer inbounding from half court to Jacob Smith. Smith back across the timeline, lobs it to the right side for Reynolds. Entry pass in for Worth. Worth at the free throw line, hands it back to Peter Wilson. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds a bounce pass on the right baseline break by Smith. It is tipped out of bounds. It'll be Clear Lake basketball with 8 seconds to go. Inbound on the far end. Pleggy will inbound to Theobald. Theobald skips it into the front court for McIntyre. McIntyre lob it underneath. Lort is open, up and good on the left side layup, and that's how half number 1 will conclude. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard 26 for Clear Lake and 12 for Forest City. We'll be back in a minute. Anna Burness, the Clear Lake girls coach, will come talk to us after this here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
Back we come to Forest City. Halftime score of the boys game 26-12 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. And now we look back at the girls game, a tough 52-50 loss for the Lions to the Indians tonight. Anna Burness joins us for post-game comments. And Coach, you rallied from down double digits in that second half and got a tough call at the end of the ball game, which led to a putback buzzer beater by the Indians to win it. But just talk about the effort of getting back down from double digits after the team could have easily given up.
Yeah, the fight of our team and the resiliency was, I'm very proud of our team. And, you don't, obviously there's probably a couple of questionable calls throughout the game. I guess in my head, you don't win and lose games. From one thing, I go back and look at the missed opportunities maybe. I thought we came into the game maybe a little bit flat. I don't know if the effort and energy and the enthusiasm was there maybe early, but to see our team fight back and grind it out. As we look forward, this is a potential matchup heading into the state tournament, and so a little bit of an awkward timing for probably both teams in terms of you don't want to show too much, and I think both teams were playing a little bit. How did he put it? Vanilla, and that not it doesn't have tournament implications because bracket's already set. We're both fighting to finish the season with for a conference championship, and so I think it was a little bit vanilla on both sides, and we both were keeping some things in our back pocket to prepare for the state. But I can't speak enough about our girls. This is a terrific team, and I think all it does is shows that we have every opportunity in the world to accomplish the goals that we've set out to in terms of conference championship tomorrow, in terms of going to the state tournament. Very proud of the effort and attitude down the stretch of our team.
Well, like you say, the 4 cities on the other side of that 3 Region 7 bracket. We know that. You knew that coming into this game tonight. You open up with Osage on Saturday. Of course, you finish off the regular season with Iowa Falls all in tomorrow night. And just talk about that tournament bracket. Obviously, 4 cities shines on the top of the bracket, but your first-round opponent, Osage, what do you think they'll give you?
Well, I'll be honest, I haven't looked too much into them, just knowing we have 3. We are all in on tomorrow and Iowa Falls and doing something that outside of the one person I brought up here tonight, no player on our team has been a part of a conference championship at Clear Lake for girls basketball. And so a few sleepless nights in preparation for today's game and tomorrow. And, Osage is going to be a quality opponent. Us as a 3 seed, and I know they have a winning record. They have a nice post player on the inside. To be outside of that, I just honestly don't know too much. But as you look down our bracket, we're going to take it one game at a time. And like I told the girls in the locker room after, there's stuff we're playing for now every single game. You got Iowa Falls for a conference championship. You've got then win and go home. And so I have no doubt in my mind our players are going to be prepared. We're gonna compete our butts off, and we're gonna end this thing right. And the beauty of it is, guess what? We can compete with anybody. We've split with Algona. We've won at their house or won at their place, and we've come here and now shown, if it wasn't for a lot of self-inflicted errors, that we can win here on the road at Forest City. And so I think our team has nothing to hang their heads about after tonight. And the road ahead, I think we're all excited. I don't know if any of us were incredibly pleased with the respect we got in terms of the seating. And bring it on. That just adds fuel to the fire.
Well, you brought up Alex Tice for your player of the game tonight, and just talk about her.
Yeah, Alex is she's been steady for us all season. Obviously, being a senior, a lot of experience at varsity. Like I told you earlier, she's the only one that's seen a conference championship while she was a freshman on the varsity team. And she brings that experience. Obviously, down the stretch, hit some incredibly huge shots for us to cut that deficit down and to take the lead. And so very proud of her resiliency, and maybe didn't hit a couple shots that she wanted to the first half. But the thing with Alex is no matter what she does in terms of statistics, we're always better with her on the floor, whether that's defensively, the decisions she makes. She doesn't turn it over for the amount that she's out there and has the ball in her hands. And so again, tonight played a crucial role in an exciting game, and Alex Tice is our player of the game.
Coach, talk to you tomorrow night down in Iowa Falls.
Well, first and foremost, yes. Bob, I got it. The most important thing today, though, we got to wish you a very happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
And appreciate you spending your birthday with us tonight, and thanks for all you do.
Trust me, I've spent plenty of birthdays doing it.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have.
So.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Adam Burness with post-game comments. And here's Alex Tice. You're going to be nicer to me than you were back on Tuesday when you signed your letter of intent.
I was very nice, and that was on Wednesday. But
Wednesday, Tuesday. It's been a long. Anyway. Tough one tonight. Just talk about the attitude of the girls in the locker room after this tough loss.
Yeah, obviously this is a game that we came into knowing that it was something that it was obtainable, it was something that we could win. It obviously didn't turn out how we had hoped, but in the locker room there was definitely some hope that we would see them again sometime further down the road and show them what we really have.
Well, you're getting down to the stretch of your senior season, and just talk about what's going on emotion-wise in your mind as we get closer and closer to the end of your senior season. Hopefully it's 7 games down the line, but just talk about that.
Yeah, honestly, it's been pretty sad. Like senior night, it was sad for me, but I got another home game, and I still got stuff to prove on the court. So, I'm taking it one game at a time, and I'm giving everything that I've got because this is it.
And you signed with Iowa Central back on Wednesday. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for the cookie at your signing. Just talk about going to Iowa Central. Obviously, it's where your sister went, and you've seen a lot of good things out of that program. Obviously, watching your sister play through that program.
Yeah, I'm very excited for my next chapter there. I think that there's a lot of things that I'm still working on, and so I just feel like being with the team and meeting the coaches is really just the next step for me. It's going to be great. I'm excited for all of the amazing things that I can do there.
All right, like I say, hopefully 7 games left, though, for you.
Yes, hopefully.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Alex Tice with comments. Thank you, young lady. As our player of the game, had 9 points on 3 threes. One of the seniors on this club. Lions, what's got a tough one. 52 for Forest City and 50 for Clear Lake. As Hayden Brown put back a rebound on the right side glass as time expired to win that contest. We'll be back with the second half of Clear Lake and Forest City in the boys game. Lions lead 26-12 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Back after this minute timeout on KRIB.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust, local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
Start the second half. 26-12 in favor of the Lions. It was 6 for Trevor Theobald, 5 for Carson Reiser, 4 for Jackson McIntyre, Luke Furman, 3 for Gage Larson, 2 for Max Larson, and 2 for Kobe Art for the Lions that scored. Holden Reynolds leads Forest City with 4, 3-piece for Jacob Smith and Creighton Worth, and 2 for Nathaniel Gassman. The Lions start the second half of the basketball here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page. McIntyre kicks it back out. Theobald a 3 up and good. Trevor with his third triple of the night, 29-12. Pass across the timeline. Isopko plays it over to Worth. Back out to Blazer. Blazer on the right side. Fakes the handoff. Dumps it into Reynolds on the right side of the key. He goes to the hoop. He lays it up. Blocked away by Max Larson. Second time is up and good after it. Reynolds around. Finally fell for Reynolds. 6 out of the night for him. 29-14. Front court. Down to Reiser. Back out McIntyre. Across for Furman. Left side corner. Theobald drives. He gets cut off. It'll play it back out. Furman. Reiser. He'll fire a 3. Got it. Carson his second triple of the night. 8 total. 32 for Clear Lake. 14 for Forest City with 7 minutes left here in the third. Front court Blazer on the right side. He'll drive and tipped around loose. He goes to the floor. Jump ball will be in favor of Forest City. As Riley Eastfold will check back in to replace Creighton Worth in the Indian lineup. Worth, the leading scorer right now, held at his 3 points. Baseline right side. Skip back out top for Reynolds. Off to the right for Sopko. Sopko steps to the top of the key. Hands it back to Smith. Smith will play it to Reynolds at the free throw line. Back out to Smith. Off the right side of the key. Top of the key 3. Up and good for Jacob Smith. Smith's second three of the night. He's got 6, 32 for Clear Lake, 17 for Forest City. 6:35 to go here in the third. Front court play back out, Reiser. The right side, McIntyre. Back out to the left wing, Furman. Fake to three. He'll step along to the free throw line, hand it back out to Theobald. Right side, McIntyre. Back a three, up and no good. Rebound right quarter, controlled by Reynolds for Forest City. Hands it out to Blazer. Blazer across the timeline with Smith. Smith on top on the right side. Round the pick to the top of the key and in. Up the left side of the key, up and good with the layup. Smith with 8. 32-19. Wind out at 6 minutes left here in the third. Theobald dribbles down the court, pulls it back out, plays it across for Furman. Furman between the rings, hands it back to Theobald. Theobald top of the key, hands it to his left for McIntyre. McIntyre up the key, lays it up, and good the foul for Jackson McIntyre. He'll step to the line to shoot one. First foul of the quarter for the Indians, and it's the second on Holden Reynolds. McIntyre to the line where he is 49 of 66 on the year for 74%. Lions with their first free throw of the night coming up here. Worth will check back in to replace Smith in the lineup. Free throw up and good. McIntyre converts the old-fashioned three-point play. 35-19. Up to the timeline, Sopko. Bounce pass to the front court right side for Reynolds. Back out, Worth. Left side, Blazer fires a three. Short, rebound, tipped around, but controlled by McIntyre. And he'll turn it up court quickly. Across the timeline right side, into the lane for Max Larson. And the layup no good. The rebound would go the other way with Blazer. Blazer gets cut off of the lane, plays it back out to Reynolds. Reynolds took a travel as he tried to step in for the top of the key, and Reynolds now back down to the floor with a back issue, it appears. He was grabbing his back. Kobe Ort replaces Max Larson. And Isaac Brownlee back in as Reynolds once again down the court, being attended to. He turned back up court off the travel, and he was in the middle of the lane when he got called for the travel, and then he got back as far as the top of the key, and Reynolds helped up. And it's he looks to be okay. Maybe just a cramp in the back, or not quite sure, but trainer behind him asking questions, and he shakes his head no. So we'll see if it's just a situation where he rests a little bit and gets back in the game, or if he might be impacted for the rest of the night. Front court, McIntyre. Dribbles it off his leg, picks it back up. You now dribble up the key, lays it up, got fouled hard by Nathaniel Gaspin. His first of the team's second. McIntyre right back to the line to shoot a pair. Lions, girls, and boys go to Iowa Falls tomorrow night. Girls game at 6 and the boys game to follow. Here on KRIB and the KRIB Sports YouTube page. Free throw up and good on the first. 8 for McIntyre. 36-19. 5:07 to go here in the third. Second for McIntyre. That's good. So McIntyre 2 for 2 on the trip. He's got 9 points, and it's 37-19. Full court pressure on the inbound, tipped away by Brownlee. Be Forest City basketball on the other end. Inbound to Smith, and his pass up is tipped away. Here's Reiser in the middle lane, up and good. And timeout for Forest City. 39-19 with 4:58 to go here in the third on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. The Lions ahead. We're back after this here on KRIB.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
My name is Cal. I'm from Mason City, Iowa, and I am studying business at NIAC. I chose NIAC because it is very affordable and close to home. What surprised me most about attending NIAC is the great community of people that want you to succeed at everything you do. NIAC is helping me find my future by getting my first 2 years of my 4-year degree. I am currently on the baseball team here at NIAC, and I'm enjoying my time here while I stay at home. I'm also saving money while living at home while I attend NIAC. I strongly recommend starting at NIAC.
(39-19), Clear Lake with the lead. Forest City takes their first full timeout here with 4:58 to go in the third. Lions up by 20. Indians will inbound on the far end. Worth will inbound, and the inbounds to Eastfold. Ahead for Thompson, back to Eastfold, across for Worth. Into the front court left side for Smith. Smith double teamed. He plays it, trying to play it underneath to Colin Thompson, but it's off the mark and out of bounds. Peter Wilson will check back in to replace Riley Eastfold in the Forest City lineup. Inbound far end to Theobald for Clear Lake. Theobald on top, dribbles to the right side, now drives, and he'll lay it up and good. Theobald's first 2-point field goal. He's got 11, 41-19 with 4:30 to go here in the third. Worth on the front court left side, dribbles in. He played it down the quarter for Wilson. Skip back out for Smith. He'll take a three up and good from the top of the key. Smith's third triple. He's got 11. It's 41-22. On the other end, Theobald drives. He'll lay it up, no good. Rebound. Ort, he gets tied up underneath. The arrow will go in favor of Clear Lake this time around. Lincoln Worth, a 6-foot freshman, will check in for the first time tonight to replace Colin Thompson. 4:09 left in the third. The Lions up by 19. 41-22. Inbound, Ort, right wing, over to the quarter for Theobald. He'll come out to the wing and fire a three. No good. Rebound tipped around. Loose ball foul will be on Clear Lake. Lions first. And they're going to call it on Brownlee. It's his first. Plaguey will check back in to replace Reiser in the Lion lineup. So we wind our way down to the halfway mark of quarter number 3. And the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 41-22. Favorite Clear Lake. Double team trap. Soloed away on the pass. Played back to Plaguey. Short jumper, no good. Rebound, fought for, and coming out with it are the Lions with Brownlee. Plays the left side. Theobald around the horn out to Plaguey. Plaguey fires a three. Got it. About 22 feet out, straight out. 44-22. Clear Lake on Plaguey's first three of the night. Skip past the timeline, now to the front court for Wilson. Wilson plays it back out for Smith. Smith on the dribble. They'll fire a three up and good from the right wing from about 22. It's fourth triple of the night. He's got 14. His average is 6.5. The pass up court is going to be off the mark and out of bounds. Turned over by Clear Lake. Cooper Blazer checks back in for the Indians to replace Creighton Worth. Inbound, Smith. Plays it ahead to Peter Wilson. Back to Smith. To Blazer. Over to Smith across the timeline right side. Play back out for Peter Wilson. Now the left side, Blazer drives. He lays it up, no good. Rebound put back up, blocked away by Ort. On the attempt by Gaspin, will go the other way. Here's Theobald across the timeline. Trying to dribble in, tipped away by Blazer. Theobald gets it back, plays it out to McIntyre. Left side for Brownlee. Entry pass for Ort, left side of the key, back out to McIntyre. Juggles it, but he gets it back. He'll step into the lane, lays it up, and good. McIntyre with 11. And the Lions will spend a timeout with 2:49 to go in the third. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard scores is Clear Lake 46 and Forest City 25. Back after this here on KRIB.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Indians inbound after the Lion timeout. 46-25 Lions with 2:40 to go here in the third period. Laser to the right side for Smith. Smith fires a three from the right wing. Got it again. His fifth three of the night. He's got 17. 46-28. Front court, Ort thinks about a three. He'll play it over to the left for Theobald. Left side for Watkins. Back out to Theobald. Theobald back to Watkins. He'll step to the key, and his pass is tipped around and controlled by the Indians. Blazer will bring it up court. Blazer to the top of the key. Hands it across for Gaspin. Gaspin steps up the right side of the key. Throws it up, and no good. And the rebound controlled by Thompson for Clear Lake, who's got a little extra playing time tonight here for the Lions. Theobald will bring it across the right side of the timeline. Left side, Watkins. He'll dribble to the key. Hands it off right side, Plaguey. Found about a three. And play back to Watkins out top. Left side, Theobald. Theobald dribble drive at the left wing. He'll lay it up and good. Trevor with a layup. He's got 13 to lead all Lions. 3 Lions in double figure scoring. Theobald 13, McIntyre 11, and Reiser with 10. 48-28 the score. So wind down underneath 100 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Smith on top. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Now dribbles up the left side of the key. Throws it up, no good. Rebound controlled by Ort for Clear Lake. Outlets to Watkins. Watkins across the right side of the timeline. Out top, hands it off left side. Theobald fires a three. Got no good off the front iron. Rebound controlled by Blazer for the Indians, who runs it out to Worth. Lincoln Worth to the lane. He's in wild, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Plaguey, it appears. Plaguey's first and the team's second. And the Lions will substitute in Furman, Max Larson, and Carson Reiser to replace Ort and Plaguey and Watkins. Right baseline will come the entry for the Indians after the common foul. The inbound skipped out top to Colin Thompson. To the right for Blazer, who tries to step in on the right side. He gets fouled. Team foul 3. And it's the first on Theobald. Out of bounds right baseline. 1:06 to go here in the third. McIntyre will check back in. He'll replace Rick Thompson. 66 seconds to go here in the third. Inbound right side. Worth back out and around, dumped inside, and they're going to call a foul on Max Larson. Larson's third, team's fourth. Out of bounds right baseline. Blazer will make the entry from the right baseline out top. Played over the right to Sapko from Thompson. Sapko plays it across to the left side to Worth. Worth up the left wing, and he gets fouled. And then this is another foul on Max. That's going to be his fourth. And the team's fifth, more importantly. So we've got 2-shot foul coming. Free throws up and good for Creighton Worth. Larson out. Brownlee back in. Gage Larson also in the lineup as Theobald will step aside. Second free throw for Worth is up and good. So Worth 2 for 2. And it's 48-30. McIntyre, front court right side. Top of the key, Reiser. Reiser will play it back out. McIntyre drives the lane, kicks it out. Here's Brownlee, a three. In and out, no good. Rebound fought for. It's gotten by Blazer for Forest City. Outlets quickly to Sopko. Front court right side, Eastfold. Back out to Sopko. Sopko to the right side for Eastfold. Back out to Sopko, top of the zone right side. He'll take a top of the key three. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Lions. And up court quickly off the rebound is Furman. Furman plays it across to Reiser on the right side. He'll drive the right baseline and kick it across. Brownlee fakes a three, steps in, kicks back out to Reiser, who wants the three. That's short. And the rebound is going to be loose out of bounds. It's going to, well, they're going to say it's off of Clear Lake. It'll be Forest City basketball. 12 seconds to go here in the third. Jacob Smith will get back in quickly. To replace Cooper Blazer. Far baseline, the out of bounds. We'll go to Worth, back to Smith, across far side. And across the timeline for Sopko. Played ahead for Worth, down to the right quarter. Here's a three on the way. That's short by Eastfold. And the third period comes to a close. It's the long shot there. I don't know if it would have counted or not had it gone, but the Lions with a lead of 48-30 at the end of three on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. We're back with the fourth after this. You're listening to Lions basketball on KRIB and watching on the KRIB Sports YouTube page.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
This is the fourth quarter. The Lions ahead by 18. Start period number 4. Well, Cooper Blazer wanted to check in, but the bench says that he did not check in properly during the in-between quarters timeout, so we'll have to wait at the bench for the next dead ball. The inbound to Forest City. Jacob Smith across the timeline. Lobs to the free throw line. Well, Holden Reynolds is back out after going down the third quarter with a little bit of a back cramp. Jacob Smith trying to back his way on the right side. Loose ball on the floor now, and Brownlee gets it and gets it out to McIntyre. McIntyre ahead. He'll drive the lane, kick it out left side, work back around. Brownlee a three, short. Rebound tipped around. Back out to the left side, controlled by Furman. Back out to McIntyre. McIntyre on the dribble, whistle and a foul called on Sopko. It's his second, the team's first of the quarter. Blazer will check back in to replace Colin Thompson. For the Lions, Theobald will check back in. And Brownlee will step aside. Inbound to Orts. Plays it over the right side for Theobald. Back out top, Reiser, left side for McIntyre. McIntyre, one dribble, plays it back down. Reiser drives the left baseline, lays it up and good. Reiser with 12, 50-30. With 7:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Worth out top, Reynolds hands it back to Smith. Hands it to Reynolds at the free throw line. Works his way on the right side of the key down the baseline, kicks it across left quarter. Here's a three up and no good for Blazer. And the rebound right side for Colby Ort for Clear Lake, who quickly outlets to Theobald. Theobald scoops it off to McIntyre. McIntyre to the lane. And it played off to the right side for Furman. Furman down to Ort, back to Furman. Out to McIntyre, to the left for Reiser, down the left quarter for Theobald. Theobald, left side of the free throw line, drives it up and good on the jumper. 15 for Theobald, lead all the Lions. Clear Lake 52, Forest City 30. A three on the other end is up and no good for Worth, and the rebound McIntyre. McIntyre quickly head to Reiser, who lays it up and good on the left side glass on the other end. 14 for Reiser, 54-30. 6:15 to go in this one. Stay tuned after the game. Jeremy Hanley will have comments for us as we get ready to go to Iowa Falls tomorrow night. Reynolds top of the key, right side for Smith. Smith back out. Here's Worth a three on the way up and good. Worth with his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 8. 54-33. Quickly front court. Here's a three on the way up and good from the right corner for Luke Furman. And the Lions will spend a timeout. 57-33, Clear Lake with the lead. 5:46 to go in the fourth, says the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds here on KRIB. (57-33), Clear Lake with the lead. 5:46 left to this one. Front court, Sapko got it up at the timeline and reverse it back to Blazer. Lays it across for Worth and now to the front court for Gaspard at the free throw line. He'll play it back to Sapko. Sapko dumps it down low for Gaspard. It's tipped around. They're going to call the foul on Theobald. It's his second and the team's first. Left baseline will come the entry. Blazer will make the inbound. Plays to the left corner, trying to step in. As Sapko play it back to Blazer. 17-footer left wing, no good. Rebound controlled by Theobald for Clear Lake. Theobald across the timeline right side, lobs it left corner for Furman. Furman will try to drive in and kick it back out to McIntyre. Drive for the top of the key, and he tried to play it off the body of an Indian, and he did out of bounds. Riley Eastfold and Colin Thompson. No, Thompson's not going to come in. It's going to be Lincoln Worth to come in. Replace Jacob Smith. And Peter Wilson will check in to replace Creighton Worth. 5:15 to go. 57-33. Pass inbound right corner. Right corner trying to dribble is Theobald up the left baseline. He lays it up in right baseline, up in no good, but he drew the foul. And Theobald to the line to shoot a pair. Second on Nathaniel Gaspin. Theobald 20-29 for 69% for the year. First one short. Jackson Smith will check in for the first time tonight for the Indians. 5'11" sophomore. Replace Jacob Smith. (57-33). Second one no good. Rebound on the free throw line for Lincoln Worth. He'll turn it up court on the left side. Reverse it back out to Jackson Smith. Smith dribbles up the right side of the key. Stops. Hands it back out to Wilson. Back out to Lincoln Worth. Dribbles on the right side. Free throw line for Gaspin. Jumpers up and short. Rebound to Kobe Ort. Out on the left side. He'll play it ahead quickly. Ort gets a return pass. Pluggy back out to Furman. Across to McIntyre. Left side for Theobald. Back out to McIntyre. McIntyre dribbles toward the lane. Kicks it out. Here's a three from Furman. Right wing up and good. Furman's second three of the night. He gets to double digits with 10. 60-33. Favor of the Lions. 4:20 to go. On the dribble. And a hook shot up and no good for Lincoln Worth. The rebound put back up and good for Nathaniel Gaspin. He's got 4. And as we approach the halfway mark of quarter number 4, Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard scores says Clear Lake 60 and Forest City 35. Theobald on top. Dribbles to the free throw line and in, kicks it back out. McIntyre a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped to Ort to Flakey. Flakey will bring it back out top to Theobald. He'll fire a 3. Got it. Theobald's 4th 3 of the night. He's got 18. Lions have 10 threes in the game, 63-35. With 3:35 to go here in the fourth. Passed all the way by Plagge. Plagge across, and the drive up and no good on the layup by Furman. Rebound, Plagge plays it back. Here's a three-pointer up and good by Furman from the left corner. He's got 13 down at 66-35. Front court right side. Smith rolls it inside. Play back out to the wing for Peter Wilson. Lincoln Worth lays it over to Jackson Smith. Back down to the baseline for Gaspin. Right side, it's tipped away by Orts. Blocked away. Controlled by McIntyre. Push check quickly on the other end. Here's Orts. Open up and good on the right side drive. 4 for Kobe. 68-35. 2:50 to go. Lincoln Worth played out and across, and it's tipped away and stolen by Plaguey. A 2-on-1. You played across, so the layup up and no good. But the rebound stripped away from Plaguey. And a foul is called after the miss by Theobald rather. Third foul by Gaspin. And Plaguey to the line to shoot 2, where he's 1 for 2 on the season. First one's up and good. Plaguey with 4. Drake Thompson back in. Isaac Brownlee back in. And Braden Watkins back in. Out go Theobald and Furman and McIntyre. So 5 second liners out on the floor right now. Second one no good. Rebound controlled by Wilton Linder. We've got a foul called. Line second of the quarter. And the second rather on Plaguey. Kawan Smith checks in. We also have Cameron Jacobs into the lineup. Pass tipped around on the right side. Now tipped again and controlled by Thompson. Thompson across the timeline. Plaguey left side. Brownlee back out to Plaguey. Back to the left side, Brownlee. Entry pass for Ort. Ort left baseline. He'll kick it across it out. Brownlee thought about a 3. He'll skip it back across left side for Watkins. Watkins will kick it back out. Plaguey back to Watkins. Back to Plaguey. Plaguey steps in and kicks to the right side for Brownlee. Brownlee dumps it inside. And a turnaround shot by Thompson is up no good. Rebound tipped out to the left corner, where it's saved by Watkins. Back out to the wing, dumped in to Orts. Juggle, but he controls it. He'll play it back out to Watkins. Round the horn to the right side. Thompson fires a 3. No good. Right to quarter rebound. He gets it. Saves it from out of bounds to Brownlee. He plays it into Ort. Ort post move, lays it up and good. Ort was 6. And a substitution timeout. Kobe Hunfield will check in. 6'2 senior. Replace Colby Ort. Also in Jason Lee for the Indians. Across the timeline, Linder hands it off to Lee. Lee hands it back to Smith. Smith dribbles in for the top of the key. Trying to play it back out, but foul's called. And Clear Lake, it's their 3rd. And we're over the 35-point mark, 71-35. That clock rolls with 65 seconds to go. Stay tuned for the post game here on KRIB Mason City Clear Lake. Pass inbounds, tipped away out of bounds to the left sideline, so they'll inbound from there. The Indians will. 50 and counting. Inbound pass played out to Linder. Quentin Linder brings it back between the rings, hands it off to the left for Kawan Smith. Smith on the left side. They'll kick it back out from underneath to Lee. Back to the right corner. Here's a 3, no good for Cameron Jacobs. And the rebound controlled by the Lions. Watkins across the timeline. Lays over to the right for Plaguey. Lions do not have to shoot here if they don't want. Back out to Watkins. He'll play it out to Brownlee. Lions will just weave out top. Plaguey plays it to Watkins, and the Lions will wrap it up with a 71-35 victory over the Indians tonight. And our postgame starts after this. You're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Ready to find your future at NIAC? Our Future Forward Scholarship is bigger and better than ever. If you're a senior who earns 6 or more NIAC credits in high school with a 3.0 GPA, you can qualify for up to $1,500 towards college, and no application is needed. That's right. Just take NIAC classes now, and your scholarship is automatic when you enroll full-time after graduation. Visit NIAC.edu to learn more and find your future at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
Back as we get our post game here, our Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard final score 71-35 of the boys game as the Lions now improve to 16-2 on the season. Forest City drops to 13-6. Next up for the Indians, they travel to Belmont Clemmy tomorrow night. Thursday, they will host West Fork in top of Iowa Conference play. The Lions head to Iowa Falls on Tuesday, and then they host Hampton Dumont Cal on Friday night for a conference basketball game. The Lions led from wire to wire this one, 12-2 after one. Lions outscored the Indians 14-10 in the second quarter, lead 26-12 at the half, and then the Lions outscored the Indians 46-23 in the second half, 22-18 in the third. Or let's see, that's right. Yes, 22-18 in the third, and a 23-5 in the fourth. And the final score is 71-35. 4 Lions in double figures tonight. Trevor Theobald at 18 as he had 4 threes, 3 twos to make up his 18 on the night. Carson Reiser had 14 on the night as he had 2 3-pointers and 4 2-point field goals. Luke Furman with 13, 5 field goals, 3 of those for 3. Jackson McIntyre had 11, 4 field goals, and was 3 for 3 from the free throw line. It was 6 for Kobe Oitz off the bench, 4 for Dylan Plaguey off the bench, 3 for Gage Larson, 2 for Max Larson. Playing not scoring, Kobe Hadenfield playing in the fourth quarter. Drake Thompson got some extra playing time tonight. Braden Watkins played all 4 quarters, and Isaac Brownlee got some time off the bench as well for the Lions in this one. 4-4 City. It was 17 from Jacob Smith as he had 6 field goals, 5 of them for threes. He was 11 points above his average for this game. The leading scorer, Creighton Worth, only had 8. He was held to 3 at the first half. And only 4 Indians scored on the night. Holden Reynolds had 6. Nathaniel Gaspin had 4. As playing and not scoring, Jackson Smith, Kawan Smith, Jason Lee, Colin Thompson, Cooper Blazer a starter, Ty Sopko a starter, Whitten Linder, Lincoln Worth, Riley Eastfold, Peter Wilson, and that's the balance of the book for City. Jeremy Ainley making his way up for post-game comments after tonight's victory. As Coach will get the headset on, and well, you had 4 players in double figures tonight, and probably one of those ball games after the loss back on Friday night. Probably just to get a running clock at the end there and let the kids play a little extra hard tonight.
Yeah, I thought the guys responded well. You know, these guys are good. I'll be honest with you, they're good. You know, and watching them in film the last couple weeks, I mean, they're playing well. They're doing some good things. You know, Coach always does a bunch of stuff. And, you know, be honest with you, I didn't know. I didn't have a great feeling coming into today. You know, I was worried about how our guys would respond, you know, what our mindset was going to be. And then I think, you know, to me, honestly, the rankings kind of came out today, and kind of that's a new lease on life. And it's like, hey, we're going to be just fine. And, you know, biggest thing is I thought we just responded. You know, we came back and really got after it, you know, defensively. Obviously, to hold these guys to 35 points, I thought we did a tremendous job. I thought we moved the ball well. I thought we shared the ball, you know, but let our defense get going. And, you know, I think we can still defend at a high level, and I thought we proved that tonight against a really good team. You know, to hold some of these guys, you know, their big guy to 6, the Worth kid to 8. You know, I thought we got lost a couple times. You know, we gave up a couple things that we shouldn't have, but for the most part, I thought we really defended at a high level. And then we didn't run a lot of sets tonight. You know, we just said go, just attack, move the ball, you know, and get to the rim. And guys did that, and you know, I think they proved it.
Well, you turn the page now to go down to Iowa Falls and face the Cadets. Last time out, it was not much of a game, but tell us what you're expected out of that one.
I honestly haven't even looked ahead at all. You know, I was all into tonight, and you know, when I entered their stats in, you know, we'll watch it. We'll watch it tonight.
Well, and you know, like you mentioned before, you know, going into this one, I think we mentioned in the pregame conversation, this series has always been one.
Yeah.
Through the years, as long as I can remember, as long as I've been doing the games, where you could have one team that has a heck of a lot better record, and it doesn't work out that way.
No.
For you to have concerns coming in, I'm there with you.
Yeah. You know, you watch last year's game, and it was, you know, we were down at half. We were down, you know, 12-2 or whatever after the first quarter. You know, so that gave me some anxiety. But I thought the biggest thing is the guys just, you know, we had a pretty simple message on the board. You know, we didn't write a lot of fluff on there. You know, just a pretty simple message, and the guys bought into that. And, you know, our leaders were leaders, and, you know, they came through tonight and really led us. And obviously they played well. And, you know, we've got some guys that are under the weather, and they just fought, you know, and that was the message.
McIntyre and Theobald, who you have up here, talk about them.
Yeah, I mean, this is their team. You know, we talked about yesterday. You know, these guys got to lead it. You know, if we're going to do anything, these guys got to lead it. And, you know, I thought that those two set the tone early. You know, obviously, you know, I don't know how great Jackson's feeling, but that dude wasn't going to come off the floor, you know. And then obviously Trevor, you know, he's just a warrior, you know, and he's getting downhill, he's getting to the rim. They took it personally after we lost on Friday. You know, they took it personally, and they wanted to get back, and they did.
Coach, we appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow night in Iowa Falls.
Thank you.
All righty, Jeremy Hanley with post-game comments. And who wants to go first? Jackson McIntyre will go first here as he steps in. And Jackson, just talk about, the attitude of everybody. Tough loss down at St. Edmund the other night, and getting things turned around heading into this week, and a good solid win up here.
Yeah, we knew we needed a comeback win. Felt really good to get it done.
Talk about what's ahead here. Obviously, about a week and a half left of regular season play, and get ready for tournament time, and just talk about what the coaches have said that needs to be worked on between now and then.
Yeah, just staying together, keep playing as a team. When we're all together, we play our best.
Talk about going down to Iowa Falls tomorrow night. Obviously, like Coach said, you guys probably haven't put too much concentration on that one because you wanted to get ready for this one.
Yeah, we're trying to stay prepared for everything, but we haven't had too much. We'll have to watch some film and stuff tomorrow before the game and stay prepped.
All right. Appreciate you joining us. Good night tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jackson McIntyre with post-game comments. And now Trevor Theobald will step in here. And Trevor, I'll ask you the same thing that I asked Jackson to start out. Obviously, a tough one on Friday night down at St. Edmund, and bouncing back here tonight to just talk about the attitude in the locker room from everybody and yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we all kind of know, right now we're kind of backed into a corner. We're fighting for a seed right now. We want to host all 3 sub-state games, and we had a rough loss last Friday. Nobody liked it, and so we just kind of came together collectively, and we got to figure something out.
Fortunately, there's a lot of parity in 3A. There's actually a lot of parity in all 4 classes this year, and I think that committee that does the rankings definitely looked at that and showed, they took into account that you lost to a good St. Edmund team the other night, and they know how good your team is as well. And it's good it's got to be a good feeling looking at those rankings. You still got in the top 8.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we just got to keep taking it one game at a time, and eventually it'll sort itself out.
All right. We'll let you go. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Players of the game, Jackson McIntyre and Trevor Theobald joining us here. Theobald with 18, McIntyre with 11, Luke Furman with 13, Chrysler Reiser with 14. Final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, 71-35 in favor of Clear Lake, beating Forest City. Our final break. We'll come back to Forest City after this here on KRIB.
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire's been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Back we come to Forest City, 71-35. The Lions boys win. A tough loss tonight for the Lions girls as they came back from double digits down in the second half. It's tied at 50-50. The Lions turned the ball over. And then on the ensuing possession, it was a putback layup with time expiring. Hayden Brown made the layup and gave the Indians a 52-50 victory over the Lions. So they split the doubleheader here tonight between the future North Central Conference rivals. Again, our next broadcast comes your way tomorrow night. Clear Lake at Iowa Falls Alden. Girls game at 6. Boys game follows right here on KRIB and on the KRIB Sports YouTube page. Let's get our final scores in the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. In the girls game, Forest City 52, Clear Lake 50. In the boys' game, Clear Lake 71, Forest City 35. Bob Fisher, so long from Forest City.
You've been listening to coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and watching on KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage was brought to you by CL North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Your home for the Clear Lake Lions all year long is KRIB and KRIBAM.com.